explaining why they didn't stream the past
Hello?
3 days. And
Oh, hey, what's up?
So I've wanted to do this for. I'm live right now,
Yeah.
and since I can do it on Twitch, I can do it here.
Oh, hey.
People can hear your voice, and I won't get banned.
Well, how's it going, buddy?
Good, good, good. How are you?
Pretty good.
Good, good. This is so fun. I'm on stream and I can talk to you finally again. Isn't this crazy, bro? I felt like, you know, it's been years. Obviously,
Well, maybe a year, but yeah, it's been a while.
have you only been banned for a year?
Yeah, I think so.
Bro, it feels like it's been 3 fucking years.
True. Well, what's up? What do you want? Do you want me to give you
Nothing.
my review on your thing, or?
Nah, you can tell me later. I think you're moved on past it, so I don't want to interrupt your flow. I just wanted to hear your voice while I was live.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
Continue with your flow and what you're on. We could talk about it later. You can give me your analysis later. Or I could watch your VOD.
thanks.
One or the
Well, we
other.
could just talk about it right now because I just finished it, so it's still fresh in my head, kind of.
Okay, go ahead. Fuck it.
If you want to, this. Okay, here's an issue, okay? One issue is that Hasan is a pretty smart guy, and he is good at talking about this, like, socialism and everything without, like, getting caught. So if you're going to go in and you're going to argue, you have to be, like, very, very, very adept at navigating the conversation because it is incredibly difficult. And he's really good at kind of, like, slipping around on things. I think one thing that you were trying to nail him on, if you're going for like W's in a conversation, is you were actually pushing towards a concept. I don't know if you are aware of this, but have you heard of something called mutual aid?
I just watched your video on that. Yeah, I just watched that part of it on stream.
Oh, yeah, that's actually what you're
I
talking
heard that-
about. Yeah, you're talking about something called mutual aid.
I think what I was talking about better was this. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so, and maybe you're right. Maybe it is mutual aid that I'm talking about, but. So ignore that's going to be a meme, obviously. Ignore the system itself. Like, so for a moment, let's give into what they were saying and to maybe what you're saying. I think my point to the entire thing is, regardless of what we're giving to, my point is I would like to see some action in a percentage of his wealth being distributed somewhere that is consistent with what he preaches, right?
Yeah, this is the easy question that makes all of these kind of guys mauled, okay? Here's what you got to ask. It's just one easy question. You're going to go, okay, let's say that somebody is just like you, okay? If we ignore what you say on stream, what's the difference between you and a capitalist? And then that's it. And then the conversation is over. Because truthfully, his answer is nothing.
I think I said that in a different way at the beginning, right? I said preaching socialism without action is literally just capitalism.
Yeah, but you got to lean in hard at that because then he'll push on a bunch of weird, dumb ways to kind of like fight against that. But you should force an answer for like, well, what's the difference between capitalists and you if you just ignore what you talk about on stream? Like, what's the difference between you and a capitalist? And make him actually answer that question because he won't be able to give you an answer on that.
Well, I think the difference in his mind or in others' minds are the goalpost gets moved on what defines a capitalist. First, it's the millionaires. Then it becomes the 9-figure millionaire or 8-figure millionaires. Then when you become an 8-figure millionaire yourself, it becomes the 9-figure millionaires. And once you become a 9-figure millionaire yourself, suddenly it becomes the billionaires, right? Like,
yeah, but if you want, remember, he used this definition in the beginning, and it would do you well to remember this if you're going to have actual debates about socialism and capitalism. Socialism and capitalism don't have anything to do with how much money you make. It has to do with the relationship between the means of production and the laborers that produce things, right? So, for instance, like in a capitalist economy, you have a guy that owns capital, and he generally brings in labor to work with that capital to create revenues, right? And of those revenues, the capitalist keeps some, it's called profit, and then the laborer takes whatever the capitalist gives him. Now, a lot of communists/socialists will call that profit that the capitalist takes, they would call that theft, right? They would say that, or they might say exploitation. But so when Hasan says things, because he was starting to give you a whole bunch of reasons for like, oh, no, I am kind of a socialist. And he talked about like workers setting their own schedules and having their own freedom to do whatever and getting pay raises. That's all capitalist shit. Nothing about that is socialist. Socialists would actually, even giving somebody a percentage of the profits has nothing to do with socialism. That's still capitalism because he's the sole owner. At any point in time, if Hasan wanted to, he could fire every single worker and replace them with somebody else. That's what a capitalist can do. What Hasan has never done, and what he will never do, because he's a good boy capitalist, like all capitalists are, is giving away parts of the actual ownership of the business structure to his employees. That's what socialism is. He will never do that because he wouldn't want to give away part of his brand. Rightfully so. I don't think he should. He's a smart guy. He's built it all himself. Fuck sharing that shit with people you bring in just to work it. But he would say that everybody else should, but he would never do that. But yeah.
I think that's why in the beginning of the conversation, I literally stated, like, if he would have came on, for his entire brand and just said, listen, I'm a capitalist, but I believe in certain socialist systems that should be in place, kind of in conjunction with the capitalist ones, right?
Yeah, but that's not socialism at all. Socialist systems?
Of course not.
Yeah. What you're talking about there is that's like what Republicans used to call socialism, like socialized healthcare. That's not socialism. That's just government action. Yeah.
So not socialism. What I'm saying is to just meet in the middle. Instead of looking at it as being just a socialist or looking at it just being a capitalist, find a system that optimizes the benefits of both. Right? That's the proper way to preach things, in my opinion, because that's what I believe in the future. Like, that's our only hope.
Yeah, but he would just say that he does that. But if you want to talk about benefiting from both, then what you're really talking about is capitalism. Because in a capitalist system, you can have private-owned means of production, and you can have people that run co-ops and stuff. That's one of the nice things about capitalism. It's relatively flexible. But if we lived in a socialist country, all private ownership would be banned. So you wouldn't be able to do that. So the mixed model that you're talking about can only happen in a capitalist form of organization, but it couldn't happen in a socialist one.
Okay. So then what I'm talking about would have to happen in a capitalistic government, and then we would just implement socialist systems within that capitalistic government.
Yeah, there are different, like if you want to do like a co-op, like a cooperatively owned thing, nothing is stopping you from doing that right now, So
what kind of government? Okay, so let me ask you this: what kind of government would it be if, or not government? What kind of system would we have in place if it operated in a capitalistic fashion, but it worked in conjunction with, let's say, a baseline free healthcare, a baseline education system that encourages people to go to school, finish school, and come out with a baseline degree, bachelor's degree or bachelor of arts or whatever the hell, right?
Yeah, I mean that's just
would that just be capitalism?
Yeah, you just call that government. Systems? You just call that like government intervention, but it's still the markets. All of your market forces and everything are still like capitalist driven. Like Sweden and Norway, those are capitalist countries. They're not part socialist. Those are just full on. Those are capitalist countries. You can call it like a welfare state. You can call it like socialized systems, government-run systems, but nothing about that is like they're not cooperatively owned by the people. None of that is socialism.
Interesting. So from what you're describing to me, it's actually consistent with what I believe I am. I always say I'm a capitalist, but I believe in like certain systems that should be in place that would be, I thought they were more described as socialist systems, but I guess it would just be an intervention.
It's just market interventions, yeah, or just like government run systems, yeah. Also, Hasan did a little tricky thing too. Don't ever let him get away with this. Hasan does this really clever thing where sometimes he's just lazy as fuck, but he tries to play it off as a virtue. Hasan saying things like, "Oh, I don't believe in intellectual property. That's why I let people run YouTube channels." That's not true. He was just lazy as fuck for a long time. He didn't run a YouTube channel. It's not because he was trying to give his IP to the world. If Hasan truly didn't care about intellectual property rights, then why the fuck is he making any money off of his merchandise? He doesn't create any of the art. He doesn't make any of the shirts. He's not even in charge of like distribution. Why is he collecting any money off of that? He's making money off it because of intellectual property. It's his intellectual property. He owns the artwork, and the laborers that are working underneath him are basically being exploited by him to give him a profit. So he does care about intellectual property. He just pretends he doesn't to try to get some virtue points on not running a YouTube channel.
I think the biggest disconnect between the way everyone sees that conversation versus how I saw it was probably my naivety, right? Like in what I thought the conversation was.
Well, that's why I was. Yeah, a little bit of that, but this is what I would say again. Okay, Hasan is not an idiot, right? As much as I might say, "Oh, he's stupid," he's not. He's a fairly smart guy. If you're gonna go into a conversation like that, you need to be like pretty carefully prepared, and especially if you're gonna argue about like past things that have happened. This is why I make quote unquote manifestos, because it's nice to have like all the links and the sources in one place. So you can argue from like, here, this happened, look, this happened, look, this happened. Because when you don't have those, people can very easily be like, "Oh, well, I didn't say that, prove it." And it's like, fuck, I don't know that clip.
See,
and then,
that's what I was hoping for. Like in, when this was being quote unquote set up, I was thinking, okay, you know what, we're going to come in there. You know what I mean? Like we're going to, right, for example, like when that call came up where I was saying, "Oh, Hasan got owned." I came forward. I'm like, "Yo, listen, you know what? That was inappropriate of me. It was insensitive of me to use a situation of somebody else, right? And, deal with that beef between you and I, right? Like, and I apologize for it. I was assuming that we're going to come on, be reasonable, be honest, and, find a middle ground. I didn't expect full denials for things that, you know, I know he knows happened. Like, I didn't expect that game. I thought we were just going to come on and be like, you know what? Like, yeah, you're right. I shouldn't have done this, blah, blah, blah. Right. That's what I thought was going to go down. That's clearly my, you know, I was being naive. I was being, you know, I let my guard down and I think I trusted, and that wasn't the case. It was more of a gladiator in an arena than it was a talk between old friends.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, you got to be careful. Like, one, I mean, there's a chance that there's a chance he never actually did do any of that stuff, and it's just you misremembering, and it was coming from a subreddit.
Definitely
That's
not.
possible.
Definitely.
I don't know.
No.
I don't remember.
Definitely not.
But also, too,
Yeah.
he might be misremembering, and he doesn't remember doing that, and he thought it came from a subreddit, which is another reason why it's important for you to then, like, have clips. And then, two, if he is in, like, debate mode, and he doesn't want to lose any credit by arguing with you, he might be waiting for, he might just deny until you can actually produce concrete proof of something happening. And then if you can't do that, then he'll just continue to deny, because why would he ever give you any points on anything when he can just indefinitely deny it?
That's why I say, so like my take today was this, right? Here's what I kind of said. I kind of just, or the gist of what I said was, I watched the, I watched the VOD of it on my own time, and I'm actually happy with the way it went on my end. Yes, I was definitely soft. I will happily admit that, but that was the point of the entire thing, in my opinion, right? And in that, because of that conversation now being there forever, time will tell, right? Because those clips, or, you know, these things, like, they will arise. Kind of like that clip that your community found, or whoever it was that found that, right? Like, that was just the tip of the iceberg. Obviously, that wasn't nothing crazy, but it just showed that it did exist a little bit. So I think time will tell.
No, time won't tell. Nobody, unless somebody makes a big deal and wants to revisit this and, like, start making YouTube videos or something off of it, the last conversation will be the last impression people have of it. Unless somebody else decides to, like, make a video series on it.
Well, yeah. On, like, in the light of exposing, yeah, you're right. Like, that's the last impression. You're right. But what I'm referring to is the things that I was saying and the things that I kind of laid out, right? Those things are kind of, you know, they've been set into motion. Do you understand? Like, what I believe I spoke was the truth. Obviously,
yeah, I know, but I'm saying people are going to leave with the impressions that they have, and that's it. It's not going to change just because some other clips might exist. Unless somebody like goes out of their way to, like, make a dedicated video showing it or whatever.
Yeah, and that's fine. I'm comfortable with that. So, like, I'm completely comfortable with the way that ended, and I guess the part we'll agree to disagree on is the time will tell regarding the things that I said. I think time will tell regarding those, but yeah, so when I say that, I guess I agree with what you're saying. The last impression for, like, the mob, sure, I agree with you. But for myself, I think that's important for me, because I know the things that I was saying are the truth. Therefore, I know time will tell eventually through that action of, you know, to kind of add validity to things. Does that make any sense?
As far as really, but I mean, I understand what you're saying.
Okay. Wait, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think you're just saying that, like, in due time, like, you can tell that, like, you were correct on something, even if other people don't realize it, which I guess is, yeah.
Yes.
Could be the case.
That's what I mean.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was your overall analysis? I should have been a little harder, and I should have came prepared with political tactics.
Yeah, you have to be really prepared for those conversations. Here's, like, my thing, okay? And, like, people make this mistake against me all the fucking time, okay? If you're gonna go after somebody for some shit that everybody's tried to nail them on, you better make sure you've thought about it a lot and you've got some novel, like, approach to the problem, some new way to approach it, right? There are a lot of people that come at me and was like, oh, didn't you do this like 8 years ago? And it's like, yeah, and 50 million people have tried to cancel me for it. What makes you think that you're gonna be the one to do it, you know? So for Hasan, like, when it comes down to, like,
yeah,
talking
but
about,
I
like,
didn't view it like that at all.
That's fine, but I'm saying, but I mean, but that's what was happening, right? You were trying to kind of get him on some of the hypocrisies for the socialist stuff, but Hasan gets people attacking him over that shit all the time. So unless you've got some really good new way to attack that problem, it's probably not going to hit very well, you know?
Yeah, but I didn't see it as a way to, right? Because at the end of the day, if that was the case, then that would be more of a debate, and that'd be more of an attacking each other rather than a squashing the beef.
Sure, you can say that, but that conversation was a debate. It wasn't just squashing the beef. You were trying to hit him in his values, right? And say that, like, he wasn't living up to his values of being a socialist. So, like, that's going to be that's something that people, like, attack him on all the time, you know?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I guess I can see where you're coming from. It just feels more like, yeah, I could see that. That's fair. Damn. So then I was definitely naive for the intention of the call in the beginning. That's the.
Well, I don't know what you guys set it up as. I don't know what the.
It was set up just as like a casual talk to put differences aside and squash the beef. That was my understanding, at least. But it seems like it ended up being a blood for blood gladiator battle of who can win the popular opinion. That's what it seemed like it came out to be.
Yeah. I mean, it sounded like the way that XQC was presenting it sounded like that's what it was going to be the entire time. Because XQC start opened with like, you guys might have like ideological differences or whatever.
Yeah, which I don't think are like, that's not going to be solved no matter what.
Yeah,
even
but
if I came
to, right? That's the point.
Yes, softly. That's the point, right?
Well, but it wasn't soft. It was a full-on hardcore debate on whether Hasan was a hypocrite for being a socialist.
Yeah, but if it was my intention to be hardcore, then I would have just said no until I had, clips and, evidence and, whatever the fuck, right? Like, but to me, it was just a soft debate or a soft discussion where we go in, we talk about the ideological differences, which I knew wouldn't be solved, right? Because the only way they'd be solved is if, right, like it would lead to what you're saying it was.
Okay.
But yeah, I guess I see where you're coming from.
Yeah, like, because that's the perception is everybody's going to look at it. That's how I viewed it. It was a hardcore debate on whether or not Hasan was a hypocrite. That just seems like what the conversation was.
Yeah, I guess I could see that for sure. I guess my intention's irrelevant, right? It's the effect, so.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, for what it's worth, it wasn't my intention, and that's not what I thought it was, so I guess that's a lesson to be learned. Sure. But still, even with that, I guess we'll agree to disagree on the time will tell part.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well,
other than that, how was everything else?
Okay, just chilling.
What are you watching now?
Oh my god. Did you see this?
What is it?
I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. It's very clearly
Yikes.
it was a debate.
Jesus Christ. That is shameless.
Sorry. But, yeah.
That is so shameless. And he presented, do you see the way he presents it? As if I was the one yelling and he's the one calm? Whenever Oh, man. That is shameless.
Yep, just be ready.
Holy fuck. Yikes. Time will tell. Time will tell.
Oh, well.
What are your thoughts on CS2?
I don't have strong thoughts. I don't have strong thoughts on CSGO. I didn't never play that much. But, I mean, I'm sure I'll be playing it. Everybody will be, right? A little bit.
Yeah. Have you checked your game to see if you got... Have you checked your game to see if you got into beta or no?
How do you even get in?
If you just open the game, when you get into the game, you'll get a pop-up to see, because there was randomized invites sent.
No shot. I'm not even gonna check. Do I have to actually have the game installed and everything to check?
Yeah. You have to get into the main menu, and then it says.
How many people even got invited?
I don't know. It was completely random from what they say. Although I find that statistically improbable, right? Because if it was completely random, what are the chances that all the large creators...
Well, I mean, they can do random plus, certain people will definitely get in,
Yeah. I just think there's a lot of people that were CSGO loyalists that should have got it before the Valorant turn ones. But then again, for marketing, I can understand the reasoning to give it to certain Valorant streamers as well.
Damn.
So all in all, I guess it makes sense from both perspectives. I'm excited, though. I wish I would have got the access to just open cases, but I understand why I didn't. I fully understand why I didn't. There was people that deserve it before me for sure that actually play the game. Damn. Oh, Destiny. We gotta bring the podcast back. Were you down?
Sure. Yeah, why not? Find people, do it, yeah.
The good old podcast.
Are you guys announcing any new big signatories or signers to Kick soon?
Yeah, you.
Besides me?
Yeah, I can't say, though. There's some big guys coming.
Okay.
Should be good. Damn, I'm kind of... I'm a little I'll be transparent with you. I'm a little once again, it's my fault completely. I don't want to play victim here, but I definitely feel deceived regarding what that conversation was for.
I mean, blame XQC, I guess. I don't know who was in charge of setting it up and figuring out what it was supposed to be, but
I know people are going to call me schizo and delusional.
yeah, they already do. Don't worry.
Yeah, exactly. But I really, really, like, I don't know what it is, Des. Like, I watched it again, and I really feel like I'm very comfortable with what I said versus how it looks. Like, I understand how it looks, but I'm very comfortable with what I said, and I truly believe time will tell and time will show that what I said was not only sufficient, but it made more sense.
Okay.
Like, maybe that's delusional, maybe I'm coping, maybe I'm trying to rationalize, I don't know, but I really, because I listened to it again. So I don't know, but I guess we'll see. Like you said, I think the way I look at it is this, right? Like, the things I explained, you know, regarding how I am, my brand, my business, right? I can just do me, right? Because I'm not, right? I don't sell this image of a perfect human being, or, you know, I don't preach perfect systems while not following, right? But, you know, from that debate or discussion or whatever it ended up being, the reason I say time will tell is because when you deny everything and don't give into any points, or don't, you know, let in at all and say, okay, you know what, I could see this, maybe I'll work more, you know, I'll work, you know, I'll do better. Right now, you have to, right, in my opinion, he has to be completely perfect and nothing short of it. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, a little bit. Here's a question.
Otherwise, what'd you say?
Never mind. Go ahead.
Here's a question. What do you mean?
I was going to ask you, when are we getting a Kick iOS app soon? Do you know if that's in the works?
Yeah. So the app will, it's like 50-50 that it comes out Friday. It's looking good for Friday, but it's not for sure Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not for sure Friday, but it's looking good for Friday. I wouldn't be surprised if it dropped Friday, but we might need to push a couple things back to make sure things come out right. I mean, at the end of the day, it is a beta that's being released of the app, but it's looking really fucking good. When's your stream scheduled to start?
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, are you starting Friday?
Yeah.
Oh, so
Tomorrow?
that would be really
Is that
beneficial.
tomorrow, I think?
Oh my, is it tomorrow?
I think so. Today's Thursday. Tomorrow would be Friday.
Oh my God. So yeah, there is a percent chance that this drops tomorrow.
Okay, base.
Let me check right now, actually, while we're on the call together. Give me a sec.
What do you actually do at Kick? Are you allowed to say? Do you say? Have you said?
So I'll tell you where I'm at right now, right? So yeah, I don't really care. I'm allowed to say. So realistically, right now I'm a advisor, pretty much like all the programs, streamer related. Like I pretty much take my experience from like Twitch and everything I've learned. Let's skip the bullshit. Realistically, the things that I believe should be, as far as discoverability, as far as like programs to help creators make money of all sizes, those kind of things that I think are more fair, I kind of write those programs, work with them to like perfect them, like the creator program, different discoverability options for small to mid-sized creators, things like this. That's what I do. As far as like ownership goes, like I've been offered various like positions to join in. I haven't accepted anything yet, but there is an option. Gotcha. When I do accept, I'm gonna obviously be transparent and I'll announce that. But so that's kind of where it's at. I'm kind of like in charge of that kind of stuff, the programs, different discovery systems that we plan to put in that I think would work best for small to mid-sized creators. And at the same time, I don't want to take away from large creators either. Like I understand small to mid-sized creators want more discoverability, but I also don't want to take that away from large creators, but I do want to kind of lean toward the small to mid-sized creator as well and give them more options to kind of get out there. Because obviously if the large creators, if we don't put a system like that in, what's going to happen is for that TikTok-like system, large creators are going to dominate, right? Because they're huge fan bases are just going to upvote everything, and it's only going to be them at the top, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like working on those, I'm trying to figure out like solutions for that so we can get a more even spread on what content makes it to the top. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you excited to stream Friday?
Yeah, should be fun.
Nice. What time are you going live? What are you going to do?
no idea yet. But I should be live there, I think, at 1 o'clock.
Cool. I'll be honest. I can tell you want to get out of this call, but I don't want to.
Yeah, well, what's up? What else you got for us?
So what can we do? Can we get Dan in here?
I don't know where Dan's at right now. Dan's kind of like he's like a butterfly. He just kind of floats through life. We don't really know what he's doing most of the time.
Didn't he give that example the other day? He's a butterfly.
No,
What
I
did he
think I
say,
said
though?
yesterday. I think I said he's a fairy. Today I went with butterfly.
No, you said I was a fairy. You said Train, because he said, why is Train muted in the call? And you said he's a fairy.
True.
And then you said not in a gay way. Then you said, wait a second, maybe in a gay way because he talks about a cock. And I'm like,
yeah,
not.
true, actually.
Yeah. I was listening to that, bro. I was walking around while the vacuum was on.
Yeah. Do you say where you live?
Yeah, Vancouver.
Oh, yeah. Do you still live in the same place or whatever?
Yeah, I hop between two places.
How do you like it up there?
I'll be honest, I like it a lot. Are you planning to come visit me?
No. Maybe someday. I've been up to Vancouver a few times. It's pretty rough. I gotta
Why?
be honest. I don't know.
Why do you feel
Damn,
that
there's
way?
just like a lot of homeless people. East Hastings area is a little bit spooky. I've been to like Gastown. I've been to a little bit of the islands out west.
Yeah, but
I've
to
been
be
around.
fair,
Yeah.
would you agree East Hastings, like, I feel like every major like city has that homelessness problem.
Yeah, but I feel like it feels to me. I think the 3 worst places I've seen homelessness in my life, and this isn't necessarily indicative. Maybe there are worse places. The 3 worst I've seen are L.A., Seattle, and Vancouver. Those are
Yeah, Seattle's bad.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. Yeah, Vancouver, Hastings is definitely bad. But I think the reason why the homeless kind of gather here, besides the the housing issues and just how everything works, it's because, this sounds really sad and fucked up, but I think it's the truth when I looked into it last. This is where, fuck, I gotta be careful what I say here. Actually, fuck it. This is where they can survive. Every other part of Canada, they freeze to death. That's the problem, right? I'm dead serious. So they all travel to here, right? In Toronto, you're gonna freeze to death. Ottawa, you're gonna freeze to death, right? Anywhere in Saskatchewan, you're gonna freeze to death, or you're gonna be fucked. So it's like, this is like the relative to the other temperatures and climates. This is the like LA of, well, I guess not today's LA. The weather there's fucked up right now, but
I know what you
it
mean.
would be, you know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like people guess that's why there's a lot of homeless people in LA, is because it's like decent temperatures all year round. I don't know how true that is. I've never asked them.
Yeah, but the difference is, I would argue that in America there's a lot more, like viable. This sounds fucked up because it doesn't provide a solution. It's kind of like, I don't want to make it sound like I'm making fun of them. That's really fucked up. Like, I do think we need to, find a solution to this, whether it's, housing or whether it's some sort of system to get them jobs. Although I guess it's a little bit more complicated. But from what I've seen, like based on the other major cities, it's like freezing fucking cold in most of the major cities. And there's like a train that's taken that, I don't know. I should probably do more research with my fucking mouth.
Are you saying we're getting trained to LA to be homeless over here?
What'd you say?
Are you saying people are taking trains to LA to be homeless over here?
No, dumbass. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, I mean, that's like a conservative talking about. I've heard a lot. I don't know if I've ever seen any proof of that, but I've heard that. I don't know if it's true.
No, I'm not saying LA. I'm saying Vancouver.
Oh, to Vancouver. Do they take trains to Vancouver to be homeless? Oh, I don't know. Is that true?
Yeah, yes. So like something happened, right? Something happened where one of the, someone has to do research on this, or maybe someone in your chat knows. I think like the governor, or I don't know what the fuck the government system is here, or what the titles are, but something got announced in this city, and because of that, and because of the weather compared to other cities in the climate, I think that's what's caused a like huge, which at the end of the day, it's a reflection of like the failed infrastructure and shit like that. But that's what's caused like the what's the word I'm looking for? The upswing maybe in homelessness in this city.
Yeah.
Upswing, is that the word? Upswing, or the density? I don't know. This is a fucked up conversation. I'm about to get even further fucked.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa
Oh,
barakatuh.
fuck, bro.
Steven, Mr. Faraz, how are you guys?
Hey, what's up? How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, buddy. Listen, I got a question for you.
Who the fuck is Faraz?
This tiny. Aren't you Tyler Faraz nickname?
No. How'd you get that information? No.
Don't worry about how I got it. I got a question for you, that's tiny. I got a question for you. Since you're a bisexual man, I think you're the perfect person that I should ask this question.
Wait, are you bisexual, Destiny?
Yep.
Yes, he is.
Can I ask you this
Trust
question,
me, I
Destiny?
know.
Wait.
Whoa, don't cut me. Let me ask my question first.
Qorantos, wait, hold on, please. I gotta ask this, bro. I really gotta ask this.
Go on.
Destiny, can you be honest here, okay? And this isn't a gotcha moment, okay? Well, that'd be super ignorant of me if it was a gotcha moment. I'm actually curious, okay? Have you given head to another man?
Jesus Christ. Well, I'm not
Well,
here to be your fucking sexual fucking outlet right now, okay?
Well, I'm just curious. Like, how does the shape feel in the mouth?
Qorantos, what did you want, buddy?
Okay. This is what I wanted, right?
Yeah.
Which one to you looks better? Be honest. A vagina or a dick?
I don't know, dude. That's
No, because I've been called a homosexual, which is haram. I've been called gay multiple times because I said penises look better than those open wounds.
Well,
100%.
cut penises, right?
No, absolutely, I do agree. Circumcised penises are superior, 100%. But
100%.
honestly, as somebody who despises, the fucking anteater shit, that disgusting stuff, I would still take those over vagina. Think about it. If vagina
disagree.
is an open wound, how?
No. Because listen,
Justify yourself.
I will right now. Okay, I'll tell you right now. You ready for this? So I do think So first of all, not all cut penises are superior. There are some weird looking cut penises, right? I think if the doctor had good taste, which, I guess that's the wrong word to use.
Jesus
taste.
Christ.
Yeah.
As he's
If the
cutting
doctor-
out this little baby's dick, like, oh.
No, if the
he's
doc-
absolutely
in 18
correct.
years,
no,
this
if
guy's
the-
dick is
no.
going to be banging.
Yeah, no.
He's onto something right now.
If the doctor is good at what he does, right? Like, ignore the bullshit. Like, just objectively, he cuts the penis correctly, right? Like, I think a cut dick is more superior, but there are certain cut dicks that, from what I've seen, that aren't, as aesthetically pleasing, right? Now, uncut dicks, right? They look like a mix between a sock puppet and an anteater's fucking snout, right? So I would argue that there are this is a spectrum. That's the problem. Like, the way you're looking at it, Qorantos, is you're looking at it as a black and white thing, right? But in my opinion, it is a spectrum. So I would put nicely cut penises, at the top, right? Below that, I would actually put a nice vagina, right? A nice vagina.
No. Think about it. How rare are nice vaginas? If you were to take the whole male population versus female population, you'd find more nicer dicks than nicer vaginas. Yes or no?
Yeah, but I feel like we're generalizing based on some anecdotal evidence, right? Like, I don't think so.
I mean, no. Let's be fair. Like, I have 10 plus years of research into this, and from the thousands upon thousands, I'm a penis connoisseur at this point. I've studied the craft. From the thousands upon thousands of penises and vaginas that I've seen, I'd say 90 to 95% of the time the penis looks better, and I don't think you could argue against it. Because I'll give you this. I'll extend this olive branch.
Okay, fine.
A nice vagina is better than a nice dick. Always. Like a nice looking vagina is 10 out of 10 times way better than a nice looking dick. Like the perfect circumcised dick where, the circumcision doesn't look like somebody cut it with a samurai sword, you know what I mean? So it's like a nice vagina will always win. But most times it's super hard to find a nice vagina. But let me ask you this. Are you the type of person that likes it, trimmed, or do you like it bushy, or do you like it clean? I'm talking about vaginas right here, not penises.
I would say I like it completely shaved.
Okay, see, I'll show you. I'll show you this. With penises, most of the time it doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter if it's shaved or if it's non-shaved. It could still look good. But if you like vaginas, right, and the way they look, if it has hair, it's already fucked. If you like it clean shaven, you know what I mean? You get what I'm trying to say? So it's like, it's objective. I think any man that says they think vaginas look better than penises is gay. 100%. They're overcompensating for something. They're trying to hide something. You know how many times, as a straight man, did people try to call me homosexual? It's ridiculous.
Destiny, can I ask you this, bro?
Yeah, dude, ask away, man.
So if you're not comfortable, you can pass. But like,
Are we going back to the dick sucking question?
No, don't be a pussy. Go ahead.
No, I'm not. Listen, no.
Why
if you
not
wanna
just
answer,
ask like
fine.
Austin or some shit? Doesn't he do that shit all the time?
I did ask him. I
What did he
asked
say?
him when I was. He said, I forgot what he said. He said it's nice or something. Like I forgot what he said actually. I was in the car with him and I asked him that question. Like I forgot what it was. And I think Austin does the fucking. He doesn't get fucked.
Okay.
Not just like Destiny, I think. I don't know. Don't ask me.
Well, no, that part I don't
ask
want
the
to know
question
that.
though. Ask the question.
Yeah,
though.
I'm just wondering. Okay, like, okay, let me ask you this then. Do you prefer a cut dick or uncut dick, Destiny? Like,
I'm gonna be totally honest. I feel like aesthetically, I can understand like cut dicks why they look nice, but I prefer uncut 1,000,000%.
Whoa, why? Like, for
Okay, so
sucking
here's
or
the issue.
staring?
Okay, I'll say this. Okay, for the longest time, there's something that women do that drives me fucking insane, and I don't know why they do it. When a woman is giving you a head, she'll put her hand at the base of your dick, and she'll just kind of like squeeze it a little bit, and she doesn't actually move her hand. And I'm like, I don't know why you think this is effective or what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah,
or what
I know
kind
what
of
you're talking
retarded
about.
shit.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
ever
absolutely.
since
As
I've
a
been
virgin,
now
I
with
know
a
what you're
few,
talking about.
since I've been with a few dudes that have circumcised dicks, I totally get it because I don't know what the fuck you're supposed to do with your hand with a circumcised dick. I have no idea. It's
Wait, are you
weird.
circumcised or uncircumcised?
I am uncut. I'm an anteater, my friend.
Whoa.
But when you've got a guy with a
How big are
circumcised
you?
dick, like you put your hand in it, it's like I feel like if I move it up and down, I'm gonna like rip his dick in half. I
Yeah,
don't know what
me
to do. But if I've got like an uncut dude, I just put it in and I squeeze up and down. I know exactly what I'm supposed to do. It like makes sense
Oh, but
1,000,000%.
use lube or something. Use
Yeah, but I
oil.
don't.
No, no.
I don't want
That's
to
easy.
bring out like a fucking sex kit to just like.
You don't need
have-
lube. You don't need
Oh.
lube. No. All you have to do is listen. All a girl has to do is just choke on your dick one time, and the gag spit creates the lube for
Okay,
it.
that can't be real. I'm a virgin, so I
That's
can't speak too much
real.
on this, but come on. That
Huh?
can't be real. That's
Yeah,
like
bro.
Pornhub quality shit right there.
No, gag spit is like a mixture of fucking like sinus fluid and fucking spit. It's gonna create the perfect
But what
fucking
if
lube.
she
and you
no? But what? No. Think about it though. What if she can't do that though? What if she can't get past the tip if you're packing like that? You know what I mean?
then fucking just spit on it and you fucking jerk that
Yeah,
cock
but spit
up.
gets dry quick. Come on, you know.
It
that.
does. That's why I have to keep sucking.
Everybody
the
knows that
spit's
half the fun
only
of eating a banana is peeling it
it
first.
replaces that for maybe a second or two, right? So you spit, you jerk off like 3 or 4 times, and you go back to sucking it,
Bro,
and then
she
once
have to
again,
fucking juice up every 10 seconds. Then that wouldn't make any fucking sense. Like she have to drink water, then suck, drink water, then suck. Because
yeah,
you can
well,
only
if
spit so many
yeah,
times
but
in
if,
a minute.
right, but if that's the case, then the blowjob isn't of superior quality. So at that point, you just do it long enough until you stick it into the pussy.
But at that point, it's so tedious. Like, oh my god, like she's sucking there for like 50 minutes, and you're not even that hard. It kind of
No,
hurts. It's
no.
annoying.
No. Usually, most of the time, unless you're on some sort of drugs, or unless you have some sort of nervous tendencies that stage fright or whatever the fuck. In this situation, I think you understand the relativity of that. So, realistically, you're hard before the blowjob even begins, right? Like unless like you have that kind of nervousness.
I got a question
right?
for you. No, I got a question for you. Do you show your partner your soft penis?
Yeah, who the
Or do you
fuck
go-
cares?
Yeah.
No. It's a big question. Or do
It's
you go
not
to
a
her
big
already
question.
like semi-hard?
Oh my
No,
god.
because some people are No, check this out. Some people are growers. Some
I'm a
people wanna
grower.
show off
If
the-
I'm really
We're all
cold,
growers.
no, I'm an ultra grower. If I'm like super cold, or if I'm just like whatever, my dick is literally like a fucking mini dog dick. It's like less than an inch long. My dick is almost non-existent when I'm.
Oh
fucking
my
soft.
god, you're a micro penis, Andy, at the soft stage.
Yes, an actual micro. It's like a Christmas
Okay,
light.
tell us when you're hard. How big is it?
It's-
7.5 for Destiny.
I wish.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's a little
I was
bigger than
about to get on
average.
my knees.
Okay, a little bigger than average. I'll give you that much. Okay. If you
So-
wanna,
so-
if you wanna
so-
buy
so you're
pictures for
6.
me, you can look up Melina's Fans League. Go send her $1,000. I'll send you pictures. Okay.
Oh no, I can't do that. You know, like if I know somebody,
Yeah.
so like on Twitch, like I watch Manuel Ferreira, I can't watch his shit. Like there's no shot.
Wait,
like I just can't.
Destiny, is there like do you have videos of you just fucking beating cheeks?
I mean, maybe. Yeah. What do you mean? Jesus.
That shit's so nasty.
Well, I'm just wondering, like, did you have videos of just like going to town, both legs on your shoulders, just fucking?
I don't know if it's from that angle, but yeah, of course, me and Melina record shit.
Damn. good
Oh
for
wow,
you.
you were not joking. I thought you were joking. You actually like, I can see your shit right now.
You're
then.
full on, huh?
Well, I mean,
Wow.
not unless you're in my fucking phone. Jesus.
No, but I don't need to be on your phone. I just need to be on OF. You
No,
just said
not
it.
no. Shit, we don't post boy-girl stuff. Jesus.
Ah, so it's not on OF. So why are
No.
you trying to lie to us right now? I thought it was already there.
Well, because
Okay,
you post
Trent,
stuff for
don't pay
friends
for
and
it,
shit.
then
What do you
relax.
mean? Oh, Jesus.
Wait, you
No,
sent
not
it to your friends?
I'm not gonna pay for it, bro. I'm somebody that here's the issue, okay? It's kind of like the issue I had with Manuel, right? Like before, I could watch Manuel, but once I become friends with him, I can't watch it anymore. Right?
Okay, there you go. Yep.
So like I know Destiny, I can't like watch him fuck. Now if me and him are like in a room together and we're both fucking, I could watch him fuck. I could look to my left and see him beating cheeks. I'm cool with that, right?
Okay, Sneeko, relax, Sneeko. Hold up now, buddy.
Jesus.
What the fuck do you mean you'll stand in the corner and watch your friend beat?
I didn't say stand in the corner. I said both of us are fucking two chicks, right? And I look over and he's clapping a chick. Like I can do that, but I'm not gonna watch his porn.
Will that turn you on even more though?
No.
Okay, will
Now-
you Eiffel Tower with your friend?
Yeah, I've done it before.
Whoa, really? You're not lying to me.
Yeah, in college, I had a friend named Kyle. I've told the story on stream all the time. And there was this chick that was blowing me, and he just walked in. Man, I remember I looked over, like he walked into the door, and the way he like came in was like this, like just like this ogre wobble. And I just look over, like I remember getting head, and this chick's just sucking my dick, right? And I look over like this, like I move my body, I look over. I just remember seeing this, this massive whopper of a dick, and he's just wobbling with it, right? Each step he takes, the dick just fucking flops. And I remember she's like holding my dick, and she looks back, she's like, put it in me. And then he just starts hitting it from the back, and she's just sucking my dick. And I think he was too big, and she's like, okay, I'm done. And she like kicked him out, and then she just finished me. So it's happened before.
No, but be honest. Did that shit turn you on when she was like, put it in me, and you saw that big fat fucking penis going inside of her? Did that click something in your head?
I think you need to go jerk off, brother. I think
No, you just, bro, did you hear the way you fucking described it?
Yeah,
I'm straight, but even I was like, yeah, damn. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, because that idea where if you look at another dick and think, oh, that's a nice looking dick, or that's a big dick, that somehow that makes you bisexual or gay, that idea itself is backwards. That's the issue.
No, but
right?
I'm not saying, no. You're getting me wrong. I never say you're gay. I never say you're gay. You could still, okay. This may sound weird, but did you ever get a boner from taking a picture of your own boner and looking at it later?
No.
Why?
Why would I get a boner from my own boner?
No. Okay. Would that make you gay?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Think about it. Because it's a penis, but it's your penis. How does it make you gay?
No, because
if you have a really good. Okay, go on.
It depends. If it's your own penis, and you know, if it's your own penis and you know it's your own penis, right? Most likely you can remember the time you took the picture, and then what happens is you remember why you had a boner at that time. And maybe that would.
No, that's an excuse. No, I'm not. I don't cope like that. Okay, I take the pill as it is.
That's not an excuse, right? You remember the time you took the picture and what caused you to have a boner in that time, and that might get you hard. But realistically, right? If you just saw like the only way that it could mean you're into dicks is if you forgot that was a picture of your own dick. Therefore, your mind.
Okay, that's not even an option right here. Like if there was a lineup of dicks, I could select my own. Like I could never forget my own penis, but that means you don't have an attractive penis. We agreed there's ugly penises and there's good looking penises.
I have a very nicely cut cock.
Then why aren't you getting a boner to your own cock if it's that beautiful? It doesn't even make sense. Think about it.
It makes complete sense because
no, it doesn't.
Yes,
and you're not gay if you do. By the way, you're not gay if you rigged up your own shit.
I don't care if that would mean I'm gay.
You just told me to go jerk off because I said that, and I'm telling you I'm not.
No. I told you to go jerk off when you told me if I get hard from my friend walking in with his big cock and saying.
But you fucking Eiffel Towered with him. You know that's like top 2 gayest things you could do of all time, other than
Then I guess I'm gay.
Are you gay?
I guess so. If that's what makes me gay. If Eiffel Towering a chick makes me gay, then yes, I'm gay. If that's your standard.
Okay. It's only gay if you held hands. Did you hold hands? Did you maintain eye contact during any time where your penis was in the same, for lack of a better term, socket?
It's the better question.
Or woman in this instance, right? Did you ever look at him in the eye?
I did not, unless you mean the single eye. Then yeah, I looked at that motherfucker. That thing was a huge fucking cock.
Oof.
That eye stared right at me. He's like, hey, I'm about to go in on this pussy, man. Sit back.
No, was it girthy as well? Was it like one of those like?
No, I'd say it was like an 8-inch dick. I would say.
Come on, 8 inch. Like I got 8 inches. It's not that big. I'm talking about like 13 inches. You know what I mean?
No, it wasn't 13 inches.
Like
13
those
inches.
monsters where this is illegal.
No.
That shit needs to be removed when you're boarding an airplane type.
Yeah.
Those are the ones I'm talking about.
That's got to be like a product of some sort of nuclear reaction. Some sort of radiation
100%.
hit and a third arm grew in the pelvic area. You know what I'm saying? Like that's ridiculous.
100%.
100%.
No, the girthiness is it's so fucking ridiculous.
So let me
It's so
ask you
fucking-
this, right?
it's so girthy as well. Oh
Are
my
you a
God.
virgin because of
100%.
no, because of religion or why?
Yeah, because of religion.
So let me ask you this: in America, there's a loophole with certain religions where instead of losing your virginity by fucking in the pussy, they fuck in the ass. So have you ever thought about fucking? Have you fucked a
talking
chick in the
about-
ass
No
to
cap.
bypass that?
You're talking about soaking. That's the Mormons. That's their loophole in Utah.
No, he's not talking about
On the
soaking.
bed,
He's just talking
they
about.
jump on the bed and the woman
No, no,
just
no.
lays still.
No. There was a school. There was a school in California. I think it was in like Westlake Village or Thousand Oaks. It was like some Catholic, like, or some. It was called like something Lutheran, and I remember like the chicks there, and the dudes there would say,
By the way.
"Okay, well,
It's
whatever."
all Mormon. The people that do the ass stuff is Mormon. Like Catholics don't do that, unless they're just having sex out of wedlock, which in itself is a sin. But in Islam, because I'm a Muslim, right? In
Yeah.
Islam, there's there's this thing that some people try to cope with. It's called muta, right? And it's like a temporary marriage where you marry somebody just so you could clap cheeks. Now, again, this is haram, right? So I don't deal with it. But again, I'm not like I am. Listen, the greatest coomer in this call is Destiny by far, right? But I'm not too far away from like that level of like coomery. But at the same time, I'm not that.
Why do they call
that?
Why do they call Destiny a coomer?
He bangs everything with 2 legs. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of ridiculous. The guy is a degenerate sex addict. I mean, you could ask him, Destiny. You love having sex, right?
I mean, I'll be honest. What I'm more curious about for Destiny, like, I want to know what he does when he's getting a good blowjob. Like what kind of because I can't picture Destiny as just like, oh fuck yeah, suck that dick. I can't picture him like talking like that. Like what would he do? Like, oh, to my analysis, if you move the curvature to a 64-degree angle, I mean, like, I'll reach an orgasm in 3
I
4
get
5 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Like, would that be it? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you move your head to a 60-degree angle, I'll reach an orgasm in 3.2 seconds.
When he busts a nut, gotcha. Good job.
Best thing to do is turn them around so that they can't see your face, and then you pull out your phone and you do your emails while they're doing a blowjob. Okay, that's called being
That's
efficient.
what I'm saying, bro. I
Called being
swear this
efficient with
guy's
your
doing
time.
emails.
Okay.
You're for sure
got
doing
the
emails,
most
bro.
efficient nut possible. No, but like, do you like? Oh, let me ask you this question, Destiny. Did you ever sleep with a woman that could pick you up?
Stop it, bro.
Yeah, at least a couple.
No, I want
probably,
to know,
right?
like your pickup size. Oh my god. I was about to say I want to see that, but I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. But like,
Well, I mean, I've
I'd be
never had
interested,
somebody
like,
pick me up while we like
Yeah,
had
but-
sex
but-
before or something.
like
how
how on
would-
the wall, like walk, like you're just there with your phone.
So are you talking about like his legs on her shoulders, and then she just like he mouth
Yes.
fucks her from the wall?
Yes, it's like
But
the
she
WWE
does the
move type. Yep.
movement. She does the
Yeah,
movement.
no,
though.
she does the movement. She just pins his ass on the wall, and he's basically like sitting on her shoulders. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
No, I haven't done it before. I mean, I'm sure Melina could do it if she wanted to.
Whoa! You tell me she's that strong? God damn!
Melina's
Why are
fucking
you that
strong,
white?
dude. Melina's pretty strong.
Huh.
Wow.
So Destiny, I'm gonna ask you this.
No.
What's your most preferred position?
For sex,
Yeah.
have you ever heard of prone?
What's that?
Prone. I'm assuming that's when,
It's like when you do
Is she
dog-
laying flat on her stomach?
Yeah, while doing doggy, basically. Yeah, I think that's.
Yeah. So she's flat on her stomach, and then you like kind of put your arm. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Isn't that called a starfish? Or
No,
she's not doing
starfish would be on her
anything, and
back.
she's
No,
just-
No, starfish
No,
would be on her
isn't
back.
starfish on her
Starfish
stomach?
is to describe somebody that's being lazy, not doing anything.
Yeah, but in this instance, she's not doing much.
Well,
No,
I
no,
mean,
it's-
in
no,
missionary and whatever,
she
most
is,
fuck
she
positions,
is,
there's
she
not
is.
much a woman could do, right? I mean,
Well, to be fair, she is setting the mood when, like you know, I mean, if she's getting to that prone position and you're hitting it from the back while you're both flat, like
sure. I
technically,
mean, in doggy
that
she can
mood is
move, or
being
if she's
set.
running she can move, but like generally, I mean, like, but missionary,
Wait,
or,
wait.
I'm sorry, starfishing is just generally used to describe a woman that's just not doing much in bed. She just kind of like lays there and lets you do.
No,
it.
like a dead corpse, like
Yeah.
being a necrophiliac
Jesus,
at that point. Yeah, I
Jesus
get that.
Christ.
No, but let me ask you this, Train. Since you brought it up, do you do anal?
No.
Yeah. So you asked the religious. I'm assuming you're not religious.
I'm not. I believe in a higher power, but I don't, have a religion.
So it's the cuck take. I'm in the middle, but there's something out there. That's fair, right?
Well, I just wasn't like raised religiously. I was just given the option to choose. So I guess I'm agnostic.
Yikes.
Okay, so you're agnostic.
super cringe.
So what? True. You just be a
Super
full-on atheist at
cringe.
this
It's
point.
super
Be
cringe.
an atheist.
Just be an
Be
atheist.
an atheist at this
Yeah,
point. You know what
own
I mean?
it.
Be an
Fuck
atheist at
God,
this point.
dude.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Well,
Hey, shut the
maybe
fuck up.
there might be a God, but I don't actually
You
know.
believe Destiny, you believe we came from like something as tiny as a single atom. The entire universe came from
So
that.
what
So
do you
stop it.
believe, Destiny? It was. What do you believe?
Believes in science.
We're all Stardust.
Dr. Fauci.
Yeah. This guy over here
Yeah.
thinks that some fucking guy up in the grate above is watching you fucking jerk your little pecker
Yeah,
off.
because
Okay?
if
And
you
then
were
he
to look at
judges
this,
you.
if you were to look at this universe and
Take a
everything
piss.
that is completely dependent on something else, you're telling me that there isn't a higher power that everything is dependent on? Come on now. At the end of the day, listen. At the end of the day, you believe in science that is ever changing, right?
Based.
What you believe today could be completely wrong. What I believed 1,400 years ago
It's
was
always
correct,
wrong.
and it's correct.
That's strange how that works,
Listen.
huh?
Listen,
Yeah.
listen. The
Listen.
problem is you've been raised in some Catholic Bible study school, and they mistreated you. Like you know how them Christians roll. Unfortunately, you know what I mean. Shout out to the Pope and the shuffling of all of them priests, or shout out to those people. But check this out: if you actually did any bit of research into Islam, you would find out that it's the truth.
Oh my god.
But your heart is closed off to it, not your eyes. You love to stare at a lot of stuff. You're ADHD as hell, but your heart is closed off to the truth.
Damn.
And that's okay.
Rough.
You're 35, 4,
34.
34 years old.
I got time to get there.
You have this is like if you were to look in the mirror, you occupy the body of a 10-year-old, right?
Do I?
So you technically you're you're still a child. So you have a long time ahead of you.
Okay.
Speaking of children, where's my son Jonathan? Where's Jonathan Zerka? Because I
Nobody
see him
knows where
coming here.
Jonathan-
Somebody sent me a clip of Jonathan crying about me bullying him. And he was tweeting me, look at this fake Muslim. Like, he was so mad at me. I prepared the letter for him. I want to read it out to him when he's here because I feel bad. I didn't mean to bully him. I like Jonathan. He's a nice guy.
Wait, what state do you live in?
Who?
You, Quanticos, or whatever the fuck your name is.
Okay, you know my name. You keep calling me Muslim guy, terrorist guy. Call me cute.
I have never called you terrorist.
Destiny.
What?
Okay, you have never called me a terrorist, okay? But, you just call me at this point.
Destiny, is this not your friend?
Well, he's like a new acquaintance, okay? We're testing him out.
Who the fuck is this then?
He's
Who the
try-
fuck are you
he's-
like having these calls?
Trying
He's not-
he's trying out for the
What
Orbiter
the-
Club, okay?
what
We're
the
seeing how it's done,
fuck?
alright?
Who the fuck is
okay.
this?
Okay, Mr. Nicknam, I'm in my interview. You're kind of fucking me up right now, okay?
Who the
There's
fuck
been-
is this? I thought this was your friend.
He's close
What,
enough.
what
He's-
made you think we're friends?
Yo, I don't have any friends online, Train, okay?
Because you have power to come in this call.
Canute, what are you doing?
I was just joining in to hear what you guys were talking about, and I heard this accusations of being terrorist, and I was speechless.
Yeah, well, what's
Listen,
up?
as long as you don't make anti-Muslim comments, you'll be fine, all right?
Yeah, careful.
No, I don't live in the U.S. I told you I live in Malaysia.
Oh yeah, fuck, that's right.
Like, everybody thinks I'm American just because I know all 50 states. It's kind of fucked up.
No, we're just Americans, so we didn't know Malaysia had internet.
Listen, if you know how to speak English, you follow U.S. politics. Unfortunately, you gotta follow the world power, because at the end of the day, what happens in America translates to the rest of the world. Just like what happens with Bitcoin translates to all the other altcoins. You know what I mean? America is the Bitcoin of the world, and soon it will crash, inshallah.
No way,
Absolutely
bro.
not.
You're bugging. Bitcoin's hitting
Listen.
100K.
Okay. I hope you
Altcoins,
don't have a substantial amount of money in Bitcoin, but I mean, listen, I want crypto to succeed. Like, I love crypto.
listen,
right?
listen,
I love
listen.
the whole.
Well, to be fair, okay, Bitcoin, Ethereum, those are the only two I trust. But at the end of the day, it's a gamble. It's a fucking gamble. Like,
I mean, all
you
stocks
sh-
are gambles at the end of the day.
Oh,
yeah, like-
wow, very smart.
Okay,
Yes.
dickhead. No, dipshit. I get that crypto's much more volatile, right?
Then why did you give that
Why?
as a fucking counter? Like, I'm gonna go buy a lottery
but-
ticket. Well, shouldn't you invest your money? Oh, well, all investing is gambling, just like a
No,
lottery
because
ticket.
I
Wow,
hate
so
how
edgy.
people try. No. I hate how people try to post crypto as some sort of degenerate investment.
It is.
While they're still trying to fucking find some small startup to dump all of their money in, right? I think you're better off.
I mean,
just
if you're
putting all
trading
of your
penny
money in
stocks, yeah,
Bitcoin.
you might as well go sell crypto. Sure, I agree.
Whether it's many stocks or like a Fortune 500 company, at the end of the day, listen, if my money could 10x in some sort of altcoin, I'd rather put some of my money there than all of my money in some stock that will only go up like 1% or some shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I say all of my money, but that's like, 2 pennies and like a cum rag. But like, if I had money, I would definitely do that. But I'll tell you this, right? Ethereum I do like, right? Bitcoin is just a store of value at this point. It doesn't do much, right?
Hey,
But
real quick,
I like
guys.
the altcoins.
Vote for Tabor
No,
Snapper. Tabor snapping in this, okay? Vote Tabor Pepper.
Where's this?
Vote,
Yeah, I'll
vote.
show
It's a
this.
Twitter poll, okay? Guys, don't let Tabor lose. If he does, he's not going to have the money to tier 5 sub to me.
Where is
YouTube,
it?
Rumble chat.
Whisper it to me, please. Whisper it to me. Wait, are you sure on Rumble right now?
I'm snapping where it says.
Yeah, hold on. Why can't I type in your chat followers only? Oh my god. Cringe.
Wait, my chat?
Yeah, oh, I'm not allowed to post links in your chat either.
Oh, well, let me give you mod. What's your name?
Destiny.
Okay, /mod Destiny. There you go. You're good to go. Spam
What's
it
this
in
poll
there.
meant to do?
There you go, guys. Help
Does he
Tabor.
get paid more if you vote on this?
Yes. In fact, they're not going to re-sign him unless he wins this, so.
Fuck, I can't click it.
Oh my god, this is close. 50.3 to
There you
49.7.
go.
Oh, and only
Tabor
6,000
Pepper,
votes?
guys.
Oh, come on, guys. We can
Guys, come on.
crush this.
Yeah, guys, vote in this, please. Vote in this. Spam it more, bro. Here, I'll spam it.
There isn't many votes coming in.
They'll get there, don't worry.
So I hit a maximum while I'm talking to you. It'd be fantastic.
Oh, also, let me just say, Destiny. I came in one day and I told you you're terrible at picking people, and then the next day, one of your closest friends stabs you in the back. Like, what's going on?
Well, and you're here next. See how long you last, okay?
Listen, here's the thing. You can never be overly invested in online relationships. At the end of the day, you're always going to be acquaintances. The problem with people is they get overly attached to somebody and they start going crazy and they start thinking, why doesn't this person value me? Of course they won't value. They've never met you, right? You can't be too parasocial about these things. And you got to keep a healthy distance.
Okay.
Like, I know you as much as I know my barber. And by the way, I didn't cut my hair in years. So, you know.
Why is it
my barber
lagging?
at this point.
Is anyone going to play some games today? Or is it just political bullshit talk, like always?
Yep, just that.
Come on,
Hopefully,
just full screen this bitch. Full screen
Guys,
this bitch.
guys, pump my stock. Pump my stock, okay?
No.
Also, Destiny, let's be fair.
Yeah.
Like, don't you kind of see how your relationship with most of these people that you talk to online is like a boss with his... I say people... You know,
Like
that
a
would
boss, you
trade-
said?
Like a boss and his employees. Like, I go
Oh.
on Chud's stuff from time to time, and I call him, like, the employee of the month, because, he usually does well, right?
Uh-huh.
So, like, don't you see how that it comes across that way? Because, they're sitting there trying to pour their heart out to you. Like, Destiny, they see it this way, and you're like, gotcha. Or you're fucking playing StarCraft, you know what I mean? Like, you could give a shit. And that seems like what a McDonald's, like, regional manager would do, you know what I mean?
There's a guy online that's trying to make that argument right now. We'll see how successful he is.
Who's that guy?
It's called Mr. Girl.
Okay, why are you comparing me with that guy? The problem is he wanted to be something more. You looked at him as the side chick. He wanted to be the main chick. You know what I mean?
I don't
And
know,
then
man.
you drove him crazy.
I
Like, you
feel
remember
like he
that
was a little
conversation-
crazy before I ever got to him. I'm being
I
fair.
mean, that's why you loved him. You need to take some sort of accountability for that. You saw the craziness and you're like, amazing. I want this guy in my life. But check this out. You should have realized that the man was a little too unhinged when he was like, I want you to be my friend. Would you be my friend? You were just laughing awkwardly like, we could be friends. Like, at that point, I bet you were thankful and grateful to God, in which you don't believe in, that it was online. Because if this was like IRL, you'd think that he'd kidnap you or something. You know what I mean? But you see where I'm coming from. I'm not crazy, right?
Well, I mean, you can be crazy and still be making a good point at the same time, right?
Okay, well, actually, how does this differ from when I said that crypto's volatile? Okay, you're stating the obvious, genius, right?
Thanks. What do you do? Are you still in school or did you finish? I forgot.
I finished. Listen, I'm all in. I'm all in on streaming at this point, right?
Yeah?
It's either that or I don't know actually. I don't know actually what I'm doing, but yeah, I just finished school.
Damn. Wait,
Can't
what did
you
you get
tell
a
I'm
degree in
jobless?
again? I feel like you told us
Okay.
this. I don't remember.
I already told you. See, this is how I know we're
Yeah,
acquainted.
well, just fucking remind me, motherfucker. Jesus, a lot of people come in and out of here, okay?
Can I guilt trip you for a bit, motherfucker?
Okay, go
Holy
ahead.
shit, let
Yeah,
me
guilt
enjoy
trip
this.
me. Yeah, my
Thank
bad.
you.
Go ahead.
Okay. I poured my heart out and you weren't listening. I'm heartbroken, but it's software engineering.
That's okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, and yes, everybody in chat, you're 100% correct. I have no plan. Like, I'm all in on streaming, okay? All in. If it fails, probably going to be sweeping the ground in front of your house.
Yeah.
Maybe. Probably.
Who is allowed to declare a fatwa? Is that only like imams, or can any like Muslim do it?
Nah, any Muslim can't do it. It's usually the higher ups in Saudi.
Well, like, could you like theoretically declare one? If I became a Muslim, could I declare one?
No, that's not how it works. There's a hierarchy. Okay.
Oh, so not any Muslim can do it. Then you lied.
No. Also, you need to understand this, right?
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to interpreting the Quran, for instance,
Yeah.
you need somebody who's actually well versed in the Quran. It's not everybody has the same level of insight, because the Quran, yes, is in Arabic as opposed to Christianity, which came in, I forgot the language of Jesus, but it wasn't like the English that we're currently reading in this day and age. But still, like, the Arabic in the Quran is somewhat sophisticated, and it needs people who are actually well versed in not only Islamic history, but also the Arabic language. So it's not like everybody has the same terms, you know.
Wait, they don't make it in like fucking English?
Oh, the translations for the most part are hit or miss, but you could never have a English translation that's 100% true to, what's in the Quran. Because, with languages it's super hard, and kind of tough to get a one-for-one translation, you know what I mean?
Oh, well, damn. That's rough.
That's why it's, yeah, but, I mean, listen, the beauty of the Quran comes across greatly when it's recited in Arabic.
Yeah. Wait, do you speak Arabic?
Yep. Yes, I do.
Wow, beautiful.
I have to listen. I'm Somali. We don't speak Arabic in my country, but I was born and raised in the UAE, so I have to speak Arabic. It's part of the program. The brainwashing. They don't give you you don't have birthright citizenship. You don't get naturalized. But hey, once that assembly time comes around, you gotta fucking salute the flag and stuff.
Nice.
So
is you like a cousin a prince, or your dad a prince, or like how far are you from royalty?
How far? I mean, I do believe in the whole 6 degrees of separation thing, so I guess I'm only 6 people away from all sorts of royalty, but I have no royalty in my family. I have generals and stuff.
Lagging.
I have generals, but those are Somali generals.
Gotcha.
But I don't have any royalty. And I'm not from the UAE. You know that, right?
Wait, how are you born and raised in the UAE, but you're not from the UAE?
You weren't listening again. Pay attention.
Sorry,
whatever this game is.
My bad.
I'm a nice guy. I'll repeat myself for you.
Yeah,
so
thank
okay.
you. I know much you love to hear yourself talk, so go ahead.
Oh, you got that right. That's why I'm a streamer, okay? It applies to all of us. But there is no birthright citizenship, so you don't get the passport at birth, and you don't get naturalized. My mother was there since she was 9. My father was there since the country was 9 years old. It doesn't matter, you know what I mean?
Wait, so where were you born?
I was born in the. You fucking dickhead!
Wait, what the fuck? Wait, I just said born and raised in. I said born and raised in UAE, and you said no, that's not what I said.
No, I said yes.
I don't know.
You're
okay.
not paid.
No, I must have missed it.
I'm born in the UAE.
Okay, thank you.
I'm born in the UAE.
Gotcha. Okay.
You're welcome. Also, Train, I have a question for you.
Why the fuck is everything lagging for? Oh, duel, nice. What's up, brother?
Okay, so when you were on the Hasan stream, you said some shit like, I put $400 in, it was gonna turn into 40 million.
Yeah, bro.
I misheard you, right?
No. I had a crazy sports bet. I had 3 separate tickets, and I made it was like 25. It was like a 18 or 25 like parlay. And I fully went through and I looked at the teams and I made it, and I bet $500 on each of the tickets, and each ticket would have there's 3 tickets. One ticket would have won like 19 mil, the other ticket would have won like 6.5 mil, and the other ticket would have won like 14 mil or some shit. I don't know what it was, some wild shit like that. The point is, it added up like
$500.
Yeah, so it would have been $1,500 to like 45 mil.
I'll tell you this.
I lost like 1 game, bro.
If I was wait, so they were all connected?
No, it was the same ticket. It was the 3 same tickets I made.
Oh, okay. Okay, so one ticket can contain like a bunch of stuff in it. Okay, sure. Dude, if I was a Muslim, oh my god, I would be getting it so twisted right now. Jeebus. You're telling me $1,500 can net somebody 40 million?
It's not bad.
Ladies and gentlemen, get it twisted. Gambling is a
don't get it twisted.
Investment.
Don't get it twisted.
Fucking crazy.
Don't get it twisted.
$500? How many millions?
Don't get it twisted. That is unlikely to ever happen, as it didn't happen for me.
Oh, he was only 1 leg off, ladies and gentlemen. 99% of gamblers stop before they succeed.
True. They're so close.
They're
one more
so
bet.
Close. They missed the mark by just the tiniest bit. You could be the difference, okay? At the end of the day,
don't be like Slicker, who fucking gives up, okay, right before he hits it big.
He gave up, right? You know the meme where you're at the tunnel, you're digging, and you stop
we've all seen the meme.
1 hit away from the diamond. There you go. I'll tell you this right now, though. Oh my god, most of these streamers that you're
Listening to
watching,
Trainwrecks talking about
they
Fetz
all
as a
beat
trainer.
the odds to be streamers. Okay.
They all
guess
what?
If they did it, you all beat the odds technically, right? You weren't meant to succeed. I mean, you started back when there was 2 streamers, Destiny, so you don't count.
Okay.
Actually, most of you guys started when there was barely anybody, so I guess ignore what I'm saying. These guys had it easy. But if I make it, ladies and gentlemen, then I promise you, I'll be telling all of you guys to get it twisted. Except the gambling stuff. That's haram. Don't do it. It's financial cuckoldry. Everything that I just said was a lie. Except that you could technically win, right? It's just 1 in a billion. But you've been getting these crazy parlays, though. Like, I see you tweet about it sometimes. Like, oh my god, I just won 99 million from 10,000.
Yeah, but I make it clear that I put like 20 of them in.
Jeebus. I don't know. I'm trying to think about it. If somebody was putting that sort of stuff out there, even if they're telling me, yo, don't do it, bro, I still fucking do it. I'm sorry. Like, the only reason I don't do it now is because I want to get into heaven. You know what I mean? So.
Wait, do you guys have like hell in fucking Islam? Is that a thing for you guys?
Yes, we're not Jews.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to the juicers, though. Okay. But yeah, we have hell in heaven. True.
We barely have it in Christianity. Like, really, it's not like that talked about.
Wait, Judaism doesn't have heaven and hell?
I don't think they do. Last time I checked.
Destiny?
All I know is that for Christianity, it's like barely mentioned, but people make it a really big part when you go to like church and shit. But I don't think.
Wait, are you Christian?
I was raised Catholic. Ugh.
Excuse me?
But yeah.
I was raised Catholic.
Christian, he said. What's the difference between Catholics and Protestants? Well, I mean, one believes in the Trinity, right, and the other doesn't, or something.
I think Catholics believe that Peter was like the first, like you build the church on this rock or some bullshit, and Peter was the first pope, and there's like a line of descendants that you can trace from Peter down to our current pope, and that the pope has the ability to speak with authority on matters of Catholic doctrine, so he's infallible when speaking on matters of how to practice your faith, and that everybody that turned their back on the church, yeah, and then if you turn your back on the church, you're a Protestant. I think you're a fucking loser who lost faith in the true church of Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but don't Protestant Catholics, like, you know, they're devil worshippers? They don't like actually follow real Christianity.
Well, don't who look at who like that?
Like the Protestants, don't they look at Catholics like, you know, what you guys are following is like Catholic?
No, it should be. I mean, I don't know, I guess in the real world how it plays out, but it should be that Catholics are looking down on everybody. Because Catholics are like, you know, we're like, oh, like we followed the church and we follow all the teachings of Jesus, and you guys all like left us to make your fucking heathen religions. Like the Church of England came because like the king wanted to like divorce and marry some other bitch, and you're not supposed to do that without getting an annulment from the church and whatnot. And all these other religions came because they couldn't hack it in the Catholic faith, and they left. Lutherans like fucking ran around stapling shit at the doors, and they were ass mad that they couldn't get their way on shit because they didn't have enough money to buy their way into heaven, like all the cool people paying for grievances and shit. So fuck the poor.
There isn't anything similar to the Pope in Islam, right?
There
because
isn't anything.
In Christianity,
sure.
Yeah, because it seems like the way that you speak of the Pope in Catholicism, it's almost like a prophet-like person, right?
Maybe a little
has
bit.
Direct connection to God, you know, gets to do or say whatever they want. It's kind of weird.
Oh, I mean, he's pretty cool. He's got his own fucking country, dog.
Yeah, I mean, I know that, but I'm pretty sure that I think there was one pope that killed a whole fuck ton of Christians. I don't know. I don't know. The whole idea of putting an incredible amount of power into one person seems insane to me.
Maybe it's just because you're jelly. You wish you could have a person like that.
No, thank God we don't. Oh my God.
The real question is, can I hit a max win? That's the real question.
What do you think?
I don't know. A max win would be fantastic. I mean, imagine right now in the heart of it all to just hit one win that encompasses all of my quote-unquote haters' incomes in 1 year in one day. What do you think about that?
What do you
think that's doable today, Dest?
If you could kill Trainwrecks for gambling because it's so haram, would you do it? Would you get like 52 virgins or whatever for it?
Oh my God, you Islamophobic cuck. No, that's not how it works.
Oh.
That's fucked up. Why would you even ask that, Destiny? That's bad vibes.
This guy was here defending. I posted some funny.
This nigga said that's bad vibes, dude.
I posted a few funny pictures on fucking Twitter that this guy even knows are funny, and this guy came in and he defended. He defended people that were sending me death threats for weeks.
No, you're being a white woman.
And
Stop
he's
being
like,
a fucking white woman.
What?
You're a white guy. Stop being a fucking white woman. What I said was, you
are
don't
you
deserve
calling him a
death
Karen?
threats. He's worse than a Karen. He's a Becky. He's a white woman. He's a snow bunny demon. Right? Come on now. You don't got that white
To be fair, Becky's might be crazy, but they give some great head.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bro, astaghfirullah. Come on now. I'm fasting. It's Ramadan. But like, let me tell you this, boys. Let me tell you this. The fact that you tried to paint me that way shows me that you might be actually like, you know, an hermaphrodite or something. You know, like intersex. Like you
Is
might.
that what
you know,
hermaphrodites do?
Because that was so feminine of you. I'll tell you what
Would
happened.
that be bad though? What if you could fuck yourself literally?
Oh, get the bro! You just told me I should jerk off. Maybe you should jerk off if you're thinking about fucking yourself.
I can't
Well,
believe
let me
Train
say
actually
this.
knows what a hermaphrodite is. Nice.
What are you trying to say? I'm stupid?
Bro.
You think I'm dumb?
No,
he
that's
has
just a
2
really
degrees or
niche
something,
fucking
right?
sexual term to know exactly what it was.
Brother,
Bro,
it's
he
because
Pornhub, okay?
No, it's not Pornhub, brother. There was a fish in the ocean that reproduces because it's a hermaphrodite and
You're talking about
hermaphrodite,
horses, right?
and it changes from male to female. It carries their own baby, right? It has eggs and it like releases its own
Seahorse.
sperm into those. It's some shit like that. No, it's not a seahorse. It's a it's like a something horned fish or
I'm pretty sure it's a seahorse or horsefish, one of them. Seahorse or horsefish. But I don't know. I'm not a,
a
fucking fish, right?
clownfish.
No. Okay.
No, it's not. It's not a clownfish. It's like It's a thick blue fish with 2 little. No, it's like a vampire fish or some shit. Which fish in the ocean is a hermaphrodite? Let's see.
Teleosid fish? What's that?
Anemone fish.
Dwarf anglefish? There's a whole bunch of them. Oh my god.
No. Oh, there's a whole bunch
Seahorse.
of them.
There you
yeah.
go. Seahorse.
No,
Males get
it's not.
preg-
It's okay. No. Males carry the young. Do they also get pregnant?
I don't know.
Dwarf fish. No, it's not a dwarf fish. Which
Wait, hold up, hold
fish
up.
are hermaphrodites in the ocean?
Oh, what do you think about your good friend Mitch Jones coming out and making some statements? He's never publicly attacked anybody. Do we have a Trainwrecks press release statement on this?
What happened? I'm still looking at this fish.
That you never saw any of the Mitch clips on LSF?
I told you this, and I know people still don't believe me for some reason. I do not go on that Reddit.
Oh, okay.
Why? What's the big deal?
Soft. That's why.
I never
guess-
got how people, bro. Honestly, listen. Ever since you've been posting those videos,
Brother,
I've been
listen,
like fucking
Destiny,
jerking off to the
Destiny.
hate comments about me. Oh my god,
Destiny,
I love it so much.
Destiny. To be fair, listen.
Yeah.
Remember that clip?
Uh-oh. Probably.
Or I guess when I bring it up to you, I shouldn't say remember that clip. Do you remember when you unironically, jokingly or not, said Trainwrecks TV unironically was right all those years ago when I said he was wrong? Remember that?
What about Hasan or something?
No. When I was the Squad W stuff.
Maybe, I don't remember.
Remember when I was talking about like double standards and all the bullshit and this and that, and then you like were talking to your community about some topic around that, and you said Trainwrecks TV unironically like or somehow ended up being right about everything.
Yeah, that sounds accurate. Who just joined?
Remember that? Anyways,
yeah, I'll give it to you.
My
yeah.
point is this, okay? I know I sound completely delusional to almost everybody, but sorry that this just came up. I was looking at a comment here from Discord. What if I told you the same's going to happen with this conversation that just passed between Hasan, myself, and XQC?
Yeah, I'd say you're completely delusional. But
Yeah.
maybe you'll
Hey.
be right. We'll see.
Back then, you were telling me I was delusional about that, remember? I mean,
was.
you were saying beyond that. You were saying it was sexist and misogynistic to a certain degree, right? And hey, I ended up being right, and it wasn't sexist or misogynist. So, hey, I'm
Well,
telling
you
you.
ended up being right, but that's because I discovered sexism and misogyny was base, so.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
So you were.
Okay.
What
Good-
the
actual-
fuck do
actual
you mean
good
it's
take.
based?
Actual good take, Destiny.
What's the latest train? How's it been, homie?
Pretty good, man. You know how it is. You know, typical bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
You know
I
how
sent
it
you a
is.
message today. Do you still check DMs on Discord often?
Sometimes I'll take a look at it. What was it regarding?
Just kick.com stuff.
Take a look at it after stream.
Yep.
Yeah. How are you doing?
You know, I'm staying busy, man. Just, well, not staying busy, looking for stuff to do, but, you know,
Yeah.
relaxing.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know how it is. Just the life of me.
Did you just fart?
I
Why would he
burped.
fart into his microphone? How do you
I do
hold your
that from
mic?
time to. I do that from time to time.
Really?
Yeah, my thoughts sound very ASMR-ish. But, bro, the average age of this call is like 50. All of you guys are in your late
How old are you,
30s,
Qorantos?
40s.
Like
Okay,
21.
call me Q from now on, please. It's Qorantos, but call me Q. 23.
Oh wait, like the Quran, like Qorantos?
No, bro, I already explained. Destiny, you don't fucking listen to me, dude. I explained every single thing you asked me. Like,
Okay,
are we
can
gonna
you
keep
just-
repeating this
No,
every
no,
time I
'cause-
Brother, it's
Dan
obvious
wasn't
what his
here.
name's around, Destiny. His name's Cortana. You know from Halo?
Oh, like Halo. You're a Halo
No!
fan.
Yes.
You fucking
That's in
idiots!
Windows 10, right? Or Windows
Also,
11?
Yeah,
also,
right.
I never played Halo. Okay, but check this out, right? It's from Qorantos, Somali for lizard, because I used to be like incredibly skinny. Like I made anorexic women look fat.
So
my
what does
parents
that have to
used
do with the
call me
lizard?
No, my parents used to call me lizard because I was so small and skinny, and I could probably fit in between cracks and on the floor and stuff.
Yeah, but I
Now
would
the
argue
name
there are.
doesn't fit because I'm built like a man, you know.
Yeah, but there are things that I think are, like, you know what? Fuck it. Whatever.
Oh, you lost your train of thought.
No, just of all the things to like equate to something that's skinny, like lizard is the last thing that my mind would go to.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that
I
is
guess
kinda
it's.
weird.
Right? Like,
I mean, it's fair. I guess it's cultural, right? It just depends on where you're from.
No, but lizards aren't skinny like proportional to
Yeah,
their.
are they even? Like, why wouldn't they call you like gecko or something? Like, those are kind of skinny, right?
Okay, okay. First of all, where I grew up, there's a bunch of lizards. Right? There's no fucking gecko.
Okay.
Okay, so I don't know what a fucking gecko is, but everybody use Geico. Okay, use fucking.
So you know what a gecko is? What do you mean?
He does know what a gecko is. He's
That's
lying.
what a gecko is. That the Geico guy is literally a gecko. That's what
Yeah,
a gecko
that's where I
looks
know
like.
him from, but I don't know what a gecko is. I've never.
But that's
like,
what a
seen
gecko is. If you know what
Yeah, I
gecko
know
is,
what
that's
a-
what a
no,
gecko
How
no,
do
is.
you
I know
not
what a
know?
gecko is.
How do you not know what a gecko is, but you know that the Geico guy is a gecko?
No, I don't know what a gecko is. As in, if you were to tell me, point out a gecko, I don't know what a gecko is. But I assume that the guy is a gecko just because of Geico sounding like gecko. It's a pure guess. Okay, I know how to put two and two
A
together.
pure guess.
I actually, yeah, I did an IQ test, and they were like, your IQ is off like the range. You can't compute it. So, please, come on now.
Yeah, it's because you can't divide by 0.
It's not because you can't divide by 0. It's just you can't get to a number greater than infinity. You know what I mean? Get it right.
Okay.
But let me tell you this: stop being a dipshit. Stop telling people I called for your death. If I wanted to do that,
No, you didn't call my dad. You just said it was okay. People were violent over it.
Listen, if somebody walks, okay, let's ask Train this. Dan, please answer as well, right? If somebody walks
No,
up,
thanks.
okay, Dan, don't answer. You kind of saw. I take that back, right? But if somebody walks up to you and says your mother's a whore, she sucked my dick, let me show you the picture. Train, would you not punch them in the mouth? 10 years ago, not today. 10 years ago. Because you have too much money these days to punch somebody. 10 years ago. 10 years ago. 10 years
No,
ago.
now I'd have someone else punch them.
See, there you go. Destiny, are you ready to condemn your close friend?
Yeah, but
because he wants to
technically
punch somebody?
speaking, like the correct answer is to actually just like smirk and walk away. Just fuck 'em.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Like,
but
like,
since
that's
when
the
are we
actual
high road
base
Andes?
answer.
Yeah, since when are we high road Andes?
No,
Obviously,
but
we lived in
it's
this
not a high
idealistic
roading.
perfect world.
I would actually argue that the like punching them thing like is that's like more of the I don't know how I'd explain this, but
Barbaric, savage way of doing things. It shows that you got affected. Is that what you're trying to say?
I think it depends on the context of it. I don't think every I think there's a lot of situations where you should just walk away and say fuck it, right? But yeah, there are certain situations where if there's like someone that continuously is like repeating this behavior, like I do believe at one point they deserve to be fucking punched in the mouth and learn their lesson so they stop this, so that they get grounded to reality, right? But like I don't think every instance should result in somebody punching the person in the face. I think you should walk away, right, and just ignore the motherfucker. It just depends.
Sure.
Like it's
No, it
yeah.
depends. I agree with you. But what if that person has a history of being inflammatory and being edgy, and he does it to a lot of people, right? And then he comes to you. What do you think about that? Do you think then they deserve a punch at least?
I think they deserve a.
What, a
Here's the
stare
problem.
talking to?
Well, no, okay. Here's the real problem in this. Okay,
Tell me.
when making that decision, right, we're assuming everybody has like the baseline intelligence and contextual understanding of when that's appropriate. The problem is when you like push that and you say that's what should happen. You have to understand, a lot of people do not have that like social intelligence or that contextual understanding to understand when is appropriate, when is not, right? So if you push for that, next thing you know, you'll have fucking 90% of the stupid population punching anyone in the mouth that says anything that they disagree with.
Like
right?
just
So
posting
that's why-
pictures of like Allah or something, you know, or Muhammad. Or
But okay, no, I agree with you. You shouldn't be pushing for it, but at the same time, you always have to maintain that we don't live in an idealistic, perfect utopia, right? And that more than likely, if you were to antagonize a stranger, right, since the average person isn't like, you know, Einstein, right? The average person would probably respond by punching you, right? That's how it goes.
Trying to argue that you should be able to punch people for posting pictures of their cheerleader
It's
guy
not
for
necessarily
God.
no. Listen. It's not necessarily that you should punch them, right? That's not what
Oh.
I'm necessarily arguing for.
So your
I'm
only
arguing
argument was that this is
more
possible?
not that it's possible, that it's way more than possible. It's probably probable that that is what's
Oh.
actually going to happen. And if it were to happen, it's not necessarily completely on them. That you hold a great deal of the blame as well. You know where I'm
Oh,
coming
that's
from?
crazy, because I thought you were trying to make the argument that it was like morally righteous to attack people that were posting pictures of Muhammad.
I mean,
Interesting.
listen,
But if this is your argument now, maybe I moved you. I mean, that's
No,
cool.
you have a
I'm
history
actually
of not
cool.
listening to me. No,
No,
you
no,
have a
that's
history of
cool.
not listening to me. No, Steven.
Uh-huh.
You have a history of not listening to me. You have a history of assuming my positions,
Uh-huh.
right? And also, I still stick to what I say. I still do believe that morally they have a right to, you know, maybe hit you with the 1-2 combo. Because at the end of the day, if I went out of my way to, and by the way, I know a lot of people hate when I say at the end of the day, so I'll keep saying at the end of the day. So at the end of the day, if I went out of my way, right, to antagonize somebody, bro, I know I'm gonna get punched for it. Imagine if your kid was being bullied, right? Well, the first thing you tell them is walk up to your bully and punch him in the mouth.
that's
It's
the
same
first
idea.
thing you tell them?
That is not the first thing.
Yeah,
you
that's
That is
not
the
the
first
first
thing
thing
that you should do. If a bully comes up to you, bro, you know how many times people tried to bully me and the first thing that I did was put them on the ground, open their mouth and spit in it?
Didn't
Like,
you just
that's
say
what
you
you
used to be
should do.
skinny like a lizard?
I was skinny. That didn't stop me.
Okay.
I was a lanky motherfucker. Like, you think that would stop me? I'm telling you, it's so easy for people to be intimidated if you assert yourself physically, right? If you were to like, stop, I'll call the supervisor. Guess what'll happen? You go to the supervisor, your ass is gonna get in trouble. That's it. Like, both of you are gonna get in trouble. So like, fuck the system. Just like, you know, with the DDoS guy, it was fuck the system. I'll murk the father and the son. Okay,
Thanks.
Giga Chad. It's that same idea here. But I'm sorry, I guess they weren't taking my money. If the bully took $1 from me, then you justify me breaking their teeth. Right?
Hell
That's-
yeah, true.
Okay, let's ask Dan. Come on, answer me now. Don't be a coward, okay? You're like 90 years old. You don't have much to live for at the end of the day. You could say whatever you want, okay? It's a few.
You're really trying to get your fucking streaming shit going, huh? Like all the memes and shit. How long you been watching Destiny to know all these things?
I promise you this. When I went on Zerka shit, they tried to claim the same thing. I don't watch any of you guys that much. Don't flatter yourself.
You watch a
You
fucking
knew my middle
tremendous
name.
amount. You
No,
know, I'm
no,
starting to get a feeling you might be a little bit of a pathological liar. What is going on here?
By the way, I have an answer to every single thing. First of all, your name is literally one Google search away. You put Destiny name, it comes up. You put Trainwreck name, it comes up. It's that easy, okay?
You're saying if you
guys
type in
are probably-
Trainwrecks, the second result is Trainwrecks Dan?
No,
Bro,
the first thing
I
that
figured it
comes
out.
up is
Guys,
Tyler Faraz
Dan,
nickname.
Go ahead,
Destiny,
go ahead.
Dan, Destiny, I figured it out, bro.
What'd you
Yep.
figure out?
I literally was taking a piss. I figured out what's going on here.
All right, hit me.
This is Slicker with a voice changer.
Oh my god, I will fucking kill myself. Bro, I swear to god, they call me Slicker, they call me Zerka, they call me Too Mad. Bro, I'm fucking Qorantos, dude. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? And by the way, Slicker...
It actually does have a lot
Shout-
of Zerka vibes. Actually, like I'm hearing it now as you say it. Like I didn't get it before. It's like a tremendous.
You're
amount of it.
trying to antagonize me.
I
and-
actually hear more of a moxie.
Really?
Yeah, so like just listen to his voice, like the end of each sentence, the end of his each word. It sounds like moxie in Overwatch.
Guys,
the way
don't
he
talk
speaks.
about me like I'm dead. I'm here. Don't say he. I'm right here. Okay. Don't little bro me. Okay. I'm 6'10", boys. I'm 6'10". Don't. Do
I'm
this.
telling you, I don't know why I feel a moxie vibe.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know who the fuck Moxie is. So.
He continues to do it. Okay. I'm not Moxie. I'm not Zerka. I'm not Slicker. But
Well, you know something
I
that
watch
Slicker
YouTube
and
videos.
Zerka do, and that you do a lot, is you come in here and it's like, okay, it's Zerka time, and that's it, and no other conversation could be anything except about Zerka or what Zerka doing or something that Zerka cares about. And I've noticed because I've seen some streams of you on that you 100% do that as well. You got to chill with that, bro. That's
Okay,
not a good
okay.
thing. There's already
Okay.
big Zerka in the room. We don't need little Zerka. You got to be yourself.
Okay,
You can do
well,
it.
first of
You got
all,
things that happen.
you didn't see when I killed Big Zerka, so you should probably go find that video. Number one, okay, the old king is dead. All hail the new king. Number one. Number two, you cannot claim that I make everything about myself, or else you're claiming that your good buddy over here, Steven, just sat with somebody that talks about themselves for 3 hours straight. That's not true.
Yeah, that's not saying anything. He fucking will have.
Bro, I
like
wish I could get into CS2, bro. I want to play some CS.
Steven would have like a fucking noisy washing machine talk to him for 3 hours if he could just play his game.
I'm trying to play some CS2,
Listen,
bro.
if I was able to maintain somebody's attention for 3 hours talking about myself, you're complimenting me right now, okay? You're glazing. You're
I'm
glazing.
going into a bonus as well, bro. What's up?
Tell me, CS2 is that 100% getting carry over with all your skins and shit?
It is. Yeah, it is. We're good.
Really?
It is. Yeah. We're good to go. And skin prices are rising too. Not saying that's a good investment. You shouldn't see that. It's also a gamble.
Get
Who
it
knows what may happen.
twisted.
No,
Don't get it twisted. That's right.
I just have a wild inventory, so I'm happy with that.
How much is your inventory worth in CS?
Oh, yeah. Roughly like 2 mil.
Let me ask you this. So
Yeah.
I know that because I did like a very small amount of CS:GO gambling. Not because I give a shit about CS:GO. It was just fun to do. But my understanding is that a lot of the quote unquote big sales of CS shit go through a Chinese site. I think it was called like Buff something or other.
Yeah. That's right.
The real question is when you say your inventory is worth 2 mil, like you're saying something like, okay, I have a factory new StatTrack Howl that's worth $40,000, or I don't know what it's worth, but as an example, right? For those high ticket items, like maybe like a factory new Dragon Lore or something that's StatTrack as well. The real question is, can you actually go and sell those high ticket items easily? Like, I know it's easy to go and sell like a factory new Karambit, one of these $500 to like $2,000 knives. Like you can sell those all day, but it seems like the really high ticket items, you don't see them get sold very often. Like you have a $2 million inventory, but if you need to liquidate that, how much can you really get without taking 6 months time or something?
I'm not sure because I don't do that. I just collect.
You're not just collecting purely.
I'm just collecting. Yeah. I'm not selling anything. I just like to collect.
Interesting. What is the I feel God, my memory is shit with this. I think I remember back in the day, was it Soda Poppin'? I don't know. They got a souvenir factory new. I think it was M4A1 Knight or something like that. Like, is there some really insanely rare thing that people don't talk about because it's not that desirable, but it's actually really rare? Is there any of those items like that that should be priced a lot more? Like, what do you think should be priced a lot higher?
Give me a sec. I need to reset all this. I don't know what's going on.
I feel like the prices must be dictated by drop odds, right? And people must just know.
No, it's supply and demand. It's the same. Like, it's relatively the same economics as real life.
I bet there's some fucking stupid rare items that just people don't care. Like, I think there's like a different type of marbling, and just people don't like Black Pearl. Is that what it's called or something? And people just don't care, even though it's stupid rare. Back in my day, when it was CS:GO Lounge and you were gambling on who was going to win CS:GO matches, everyone cared about getting the most blue case-hardened AK or the fuck was it? A P2 or a Deagle or something? There's two things. But yeah, that was what you were after. You were after the full blue AK, maximum blueness and shit. Yeah.
There we go. I fixed it. I had to relaunch it. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So, yeah, it just comes... Yeah, I don't know how to answer that. I would have to bring a CSGO specialist in here, and they would answer that question for you.
No, I don't care that much. That's fine. It's no big deal. Just talking to you about yours. So what else? So what keeps you busy? You're like a billionaire now. So what do you do besides spending millions of dollars on CS:GO? How else is Train spending his money? I don't see any Ferraris or anything. So...
I don't really care for that. I'll be honest. I don't really care. Like, this is gonna sound completely wild, but and this is kind of why I don't make content from doing the gift. Like, I could easily have like a huge YouTube, TikTok, all these things, right? If I
the emotional edit of a donation you make.
Yeah, like I don't view money in the way others do. Even when I was broke, I didn't view it that way. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, obviously having it's nice because it gives you the ultimate freedom. all I care about is, so I guess I do care about money, but I only care about it to the extent of being able to just like sit back and game and just like sleep in. So I don't care. I don't care about the partying. I don't care about the, jewelry or the cars. The one car I did buy was more of a fuck you to these large streamers, of Twitch that were buying cars and flexing it on the poor people. So I bought a car to flex on them, right? They were all buying like $400,000 or $500,000 cars and like posting it. Like, it's one thing to like really love the car and be passionate about it, but it's another thing to buy it just to like say fuck you to everybody. So I bought a car to say fuck you to them, right? They bought a $600K car. I bought a $2 million car. So that was kind of
how you justify it?
I bought it just to buy it, just so I can post it, right, and say "fuck you guys," like pussies. Like, why the fuck are you flexing on poor people? So I decided to flex on them and give them taste of their own medicine. But realistic, I don't really care about. I got a 2021 SVJ 63 Roadster.
Jesus. How? Let me ask you, since you've gone through this process, I've never done this before. When you
2 mil
want to
Canadian, by the way, 2 mil Canadian.
Yeah, when you go and you're getting cars like this, you went to the dealership, yeah? The Lambo dealership?
Yes, but these cars aren't owned by the dealership. They'd be owned by like a private owner, and then the dealership would middleman.
Because I always heard that like if you wanted to get like a brand new Lamborghini or Ferrari, you actually just can't walk in if it's one of the desirable models. You have to like you have to start with some like shitty ones for a while. Like you can't just go get $1 million Lambo. You have to buy.
Oh yeah, there are some car brands that you've got to like put. I think even Dodge might do this, or Ford might do this for some of their upper like Mustangs or whatever, where like you have to put in an application and like go through a screening process to make sure you're like literally like cool enough to have the car.
Isn't that mainly Ferrari though? With Ford, I think it's the Ford GT, but with
Ford will do it with their GT, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure with Lamborghini, they're much more of a, the average rich guy's brand. They don't gatekeep their cars, is what I'm trying to say.
No, the supermodels they do.
I mean, the 1 of 10s, probably there's some sort of...
The 1 of 63. That's what 63 stands for. Yeah, that's what 63 stands for in the SVJ 63, right? There's only 63 in the world.
Wait, do you actually drive the car, though?
No.
Wait, how did you get it then? That was the whole point of the screening process.
That's a fuck you, like...
The whole point of the screening process is to only have people that are actually driving the cars.
I don't think that's true.
No,
I'm pretty sure that's true.
Not
like for the Ford
necessarily,
GTs, like they don't want people to buy them and have them sit in the garage.
Not
They
for
want people
Lamborghini.
for Lambo, my bad.
Yeah, for Lamborghini, most people who have it don't drive it either. Like if you look at all the existing SVJ 63 Roadsters, they all like maximum have like 800 kilometers or 1,400 kilometers. Like those are cars that are like legacy cars, because like so pretty much for the like that the 2021 of that car was the last. They announced that that was the final model because they feel like they perfected it, and there's nothing beyond that they could do to perfect it any further. So 2021 was the last year they created for that model. So that's the last possible year. So that's why like I didn't buy it from a dealership brand new. I had to find a private owner that's willing to sell it.
So it's an investment.
So I bought it, yeah. So even if that does exist within Lamborghini, I didn't buy it from Lamborghini. I bought it from a private owner that may have, if those under the table rules exist, maybe this individual had to pass those rules, and he did, and then he chose to sell to me. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Yeah, I think Lambo doesn't like it, or any of these like hypercar companies don't want you being in the business of reselling. I think they want you to have the car, or who the fuck knows, Never
Yeah, that's why they got mad at John Cena when he sold his Ford GT. Like immediately after he bought it.
Wait, so GTs are like that?
Yeah, for Ford GTs are like that. Yeah, and I think I thought they explicitly wanted to keep them out of the hands of collectors and stuff. They want people like driving them and like for people to see them and shit.
Wow.
Yeah, but that's like a Ford specific thing. Usually they don't care as long as you just keep it.
What's your next car going to be? Or what's your daily driver then, since you're driving this thing?
I don't think he drives.
I don't drive. I have a driver.
He doesn't.
Oh, you have a driver. Got it.
Yeah.
By the way, when you say juice up, this whole time, like, I know this may sound ignorant, but I swear to God, this whole time I just thought like you're doing like a bump of coke.
No, I'm
But
just
is it like it's
a vape.
vaping?
I'm just a vape. Yeah, it's just vaping tobacco. Yeah, or nicotine.
Like,
strain.
listen, I'm anti-drug, but I think it would have been nicer if it was coke. It would have been cooler. Like you're telling me this entire
Yeah,
time.
I
you say
agree.
Juice up, it's vape. Like you're just.
That's
vaping.
why I
You're
don't do it on
smoking
stream. That's why I don't do it on
electric
stream.
straws.
Yeah, that's why I don't do it on stream because I know it's like I'm
You're
like
embarrassed.
there aren't many things I'm embarrassed about, but that I am completely embarrassed. It's a loser thing to do. It's a fucking loser thing to do. Like out of all the loser things that I do, like I own them because I genuinely like them. This I don't even like. but it just takes the edge off, so I just do it.
So you're
So I just
addicted.
I mean, if I were to say no, you'd say I'm in denial. So for the sake of that argument, I'll just say yes.
Okay, whoa, don't destiny me. What the fuck? Like you just said it takes the edge off. You said it like that's like an addiction takes the edge off, right?
Yeah, people that
Yeah.
smoke nicotine are addicted to nicotine. That's the whole point of fucking.
Yeah, so it's not like I'm arguing with you. Like you just be lying to yourself. I can't argue if you don't believe that. But do you pee while you sit or stand?
Most of the time sit, but there are moments where I stand.
What?
Oh, most of the time sit. Interesting.
Yeah, I think
How
it's
many people
comfortable.
do that? Nice, nice. Wait, do you please, ya Allah, ya Allah. Do you wash or do you use toilet paper?
Oh yeah. It depends.
Yikes. You're telling me you wipe your ass with toilet paper.
Yes, but if you shave your ass, there shouldn't be much of a trail anyway.
No, bro. Okay. No, yikes. Yuck.
You didn't know it was going there, did you?
Okay. Check this out. No, it's actually I've never heard that comeback before. It shows me that you've put some thought into this. If a bird were to shit on your arm, would you pour water on it or would you just wipe it and move on with your day? Tell me what would you do?
When a dog takes a shit and then comes sits on your couch next to you, do you wash your couch?
Am I fucking retarded to own a dog to begin with? I'm putting Satan's spawn in my house? If you said a cat, I would talk to you. But at least cats, at least they have the shame to like bury their piss and their shit and like whatever they do.
Well, that's even
Dogs
worse.
are disgusting.
Their paws are hitting,
No, it's hitting sand. It's not hitting the shit. Cats are actually clean. Dogs are dirty. But
Yeah, but
you're
clean
not
is
a
a
dog.
relative
Last time I
term,
checked,
right?
they're not a dog, right? Last time I checked, they're not a dog. I said human, and you're like, if a dog shits and sits on the couch. Dogs are nasty. I'm talking about you. If a bird were to shit on your arm, wouldn't you get some water and
Okay,
actually
well,
clean it off?
to use your same comparison, I'm not a bird either. So why are we using a bird comparison?
No, but like I'm not worried about the bird's asshole. I'm worried about your dirty hand. Just like your asshole's dirty when you're done with it, right? So it's like you wouldn't wipe it with a tissue. Listen, it's cute that you're trying to run away from this, but you're in a corner right now, so you need to elbow me or something. Get DQ.
Yeah, no, I'll help you. I mean, I'll humor your question for a moment. That's why I time my shits to be before a shower.
Okay, dude. Fucking get a bidet. You're a trillionaire, dipshit. Like, get a bidet. That shit costs like $2. Like, you could put it in yourself. Why wouldn't you just get a bidet? But I've heard a lot of people do what you just said. So you do understand that it's disgusting. Even no matter how many times you wipe with a tissue, like you still get up and you're like, ugh.
Okay, so do you fart?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so you realize that smell you smell are shit particles entering your nostrils, right?
Yes. Go on. Let me see what you take.
So what I'm saying is like you're not being consistent, right? Like
Get the fuck out of. Don't hit me with the consistency.
well, you're not. Like what you're saying is what you can see and imagine on your ass, you're applying. But in reality, when you fart, right, the particles are hitting your underwear, they're hitting your ass cheeks, they're coming up, and they're actually entering your nose, and yet you find that to be completely normal. But then you have an issue with your ass, which is covered by underwear and your pants. It's not like you're making contact with it while you eat. I'm not fucking slapping the hamburger on my ass cheeks and then putting it in my mouth, right?
True. This is my argument. I swear to God, he lifted this from me.
Right?
No, let me argue against that. No, let me argue
People will do
against
this thing. People do this thing like, oh, well, if you'd shit on your hand, would you just wipe it off? No, but I don't shake people's hands with my asshole. Even if I used a bidet, I wouldn't shake people's hands with my asshole.
But it's still fucking disgusting if your asshole's dirt and you're walking around with shit booty. It's still nasty.
Take a shower.
No, bro, just wash your ass. You're telling me you take a shower every time?
Yeah, I do. I take a shower and wash my ass. I do the fucking the
Hey,
karate
here's a
technique.
question. If a bird shit on your arm, would you just use water or would you soap it too?
I would soap it.
Oh,
No.
Okay.
Cue Qorantos.
No. Destiny, nice one. Destiny,
What?
nice
So
one.
do you use soap with your bidet? Do you soap out your ass as well?
But no. I'll tell you this. If I could, fuck it, I would. You know what I mean? But I'm not used to it. That's the only thing that you could hold me on. But at the same time, obviously, water is way better than tissue, and soap plus water is way better than just water alone, right? So you guys still lose because you guys don't even use soap. You don't use water. You use tissues. You're disgusting. But at least some of you have the shame to say I take a shower after I shit, which is very hard to believe. And also the shit water running down your legs. Yuck, dude.
Brother?
So nice.
I think I think what's happening here is, right?
What's happening?
What you've done now is you've told me you have an extremely hairy asshole, right? Because
Okay. I've never shaved my booty. So what?
yeah, but I don't
I'm not.
even if I don't shave my
Persian.
asshole,
You're
isn't
hairy
that-
as fuck.
I'm not. Dude, look, this is my natural arm hair.
You
Look
said
at my
look,
stream.
the camera's off, but okay, let me go.
He's on a stream.
Camera's off. Just go to my stream. This is my natural arm hair. Like, for some reason, I can't even grow a beard. I'm not a hairy Persian. Like, even my chest, bro, like, it's not that much hair.
That's weird because Persian guys usually have a real fucking carpet.
That's
going
what I.
on, too.
That's what I
They
was
do.
thinking.
Yeah, like,
Oh, wait, show me your arm. Show me your arm now. Show me your arm.
That's my natural arm hair. It doesn't grow any longer than this. I don't shave my arm.
Okay, so we're equally hairy. That means your booty's not even that hairy because mine's
It's
not
not.
that hairy.
Yeah, it's not. But like, so it's just not the issue. But don't get me wrong. Like, I do think, yeah, like a bidet is definitely like, I do think there is a day where the bidet will be the new base minimum, which is a good thing, right? Like I mean, I don't know.
So you agree with me? So why not just buy a bidet instead of showering every time?
I think it's, well, I don't, brother. Like a healthy shitter shits 1 time a day, not 15 times a day. So you just shit, you shower, and then you're good. It's not like I'm taking 14 shits a day. Right?
Okay,
I'm not
let's
taking...
be. No, okay. That. Oh, okay. I have a question for you guys, right? So when you have diarrhea, you're using the tissue on the diarrhea as well?
Bro, can we
Is
move on from this fucking conversation now?
Bro, this is better than you asking about fucking cars, dipshit. Right?
No,
I'm
I don't
actually
think it
really
is.
interested in this. No, I'm actually
I
really interested
bet
in
you
this.
are interested in this.
No,
I'm not
because
surprised about that.
because you know, Destiny was talking about God bless the West, you know, the morally superior, righteous, you know, highly advanced, intelligent people that are not reproducing. Like, we're so much better than the rest of the world. But at the same time, for all of your advancement, you guys couldn't figure out how to wash your ass. Like, I'm so dumbfounded by that. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, these people that are flexing to be the most intelligent in the world can't figure out, hey, your hands is dirty, you wash your hands. Your ass is dirty, you wash your ass.
With
Like,
water.
it's a logical fucking... Yeah, fair, but guess what? Water is better than tissues. I'll still take the water, and hey, guess what? I'm not shaking people's hands with my booty. So water is good enough. Because at the end of the day, I'm just washing away the dirt. And if you shower, and by the way, showering once a day is crazy. That's too much. That's way too much. Like, unless you're sweating like...
Showering once a day is crazy?
Yeah, it's crazy. I've had friends that shower 3 times a day. Like, I almost
Jesus.
fucking committed hate crimes on them. I'm like, what the fuck?
3
Are you just...
times a day?
Yeah, because they're fucking insane.
Yeah, but
One
you're
is
gonna have
crazy.
like some issues with like your scalp. Your skin's gonna dry
You
out. Like,
already
a lot
do
of
if
issues.
you already do if you shower once a day, though. Your hair is getting dry and it's getting used to having
Yeah,
water.
the
and every
natural
time you
oils,
can't develop
yeah,
the
I'd
organic-
agree,
There you
but-
go. So why do you do it every day? Like, you
Because
stink
yeah,
so
the
much at the end
proper
of the
way
day
to
that you
do
have
it
to
is
shower?
no. The proper way to do is, in my opinion, you can shower every day, once a day, but you just shouldn't use shampoo every day. You should just.
Do you
right,
change your clothes every time you shower?
I do.
That's the reason I can't, bro. It's too
Well,
much.
yeah, but ever since COVID, like if I even step outside with a pair of clothes or a set of clothes, sorry, I have to take it off and change when I come back home.
You're that paranoid.
It's like a habit I've created. No, just from the COVID days. It's just like that's like forever ingrained in my habits now, which is really fucked up because it's so many loads of laundry. Then you get into the eco, awareness, which
You
is
don't give,
terrible,
you don't
right?
give
You're
a
using so
shit
much
about
water.
the eco. If you take a private jet, don't worry about eco awareness. Fuck them niggas.
I don't leave my
You're gonna
house.
You're gonna be dead by. Listen. By the time the world goes to shit, you'll be dead. So fuck them kids that's coming after us. Who cares, right? But it doesn't change anything if you wash your clothes, right? Like, it's not COVID is stuck to your shirt, because if you genuinely thought that, then you'd also shave your head every time. Just your hair could technically also hold COVID, right?
Uh-oh.
Isn't
that logical? Since you wanted to talk about birds and shit.
Well,
Is there logic?
Well, in that situation, ignorance is bliss. So please, let's stop this conversation.
There you are.
Oh, let's hope to God I'm gonna try and forget that. Okay, I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that. Let's move on.
So you just don't want to shave your hair. That's it.
Yeah,
Oh
well,
my
I'm
God.
not gonna grow it back. Let's be real, bro. Like, I ain't growing that motherfucker back.
Wait, you're only how old are you? 30
32.
something? 32,
32, yeah.
bro. You could see, like, if you're
No,
losing hair,
I was supposed to lose all of my hair at 18. Like, I went to the dermatologist at 18. I was already like losing a lot. So like, realistic, I was supposed to lose all of that motherfucker. And I went on Propecia at age 18.
And you're still on it?
Yes. When I stop,
So-
I'll lose my hair for sure. Unless somehow I pass some sort of stage. I think there's 3 stages in hair loss. So there's like age like 18, 19, then age like 29, 30, 31, and then age like 38, 39, 40. And then after that, I think those 3 stages of like hormonal whatever the fuck go away and you're good to go. But I'm not sure. That's just from my understanding.
So you don't want to cut the hair because if you cut it, it's never gonna come back. You
Well,
ever try to see yourself
No,
bald? Like
that was more
use
of a
those
joke.
apps?
It's gonna come back. That was just more of a joke of.
Or would it be weak though? Cause there is some logic to what you said though.
Is there?
Yeah, there is. If you were to cut your hair, like you're losing all the progress that you've maintained for all the years that you've been taking.
Yeah, but when people talk about hair
No,
loss, they
that's-
don't care about progress in growing their hair. They care about the number of hair follicles.
Yeah. So Propecia, what Propecia does? Propecia doesn't grow hair at all. Propecia keeps what you already have.
See, there you go. But if you cut the hair, then what's it gonna keep?
What
No, because you might be fucking with your hair follicles if you cut your hair, right? Sometimes, like it depends on the way you shave and shit.
Yeah,
100%. You don't know about this?
I wouldn't shave with a razor. I like buzz cut the motherfucker, right? Which is actually healthy for the hair.
So you're telling me you go like full buzz cut from
Yeah, but first of all, I wouldn't shave my head.
You don't like yourself bald. I'm taking.
Well, I've never seen myself bald, but I have to assume with how crazy I look with hair. God knows what the fuck. I look like a goddamn
By
inmate.
crazy, do you mean ugly? Is that what you're trying to say about yourself?
I'm trying to say I would look even more mean.
Bro, okay, first of all, who keeps lying to you? You don't look that mean. You just look like every other Middle Eastern dude. It's like there's nothing especially mean about you. So if you cut, like, what if you're actually going to look good? Why don't you use one of those apps where like they show you your, like, fully shaved head? Because I thought I'd look ugly with my hair fully gone, and I did it.
I feel like my community gave me a snapshot of what I look like, and let's just say it wasn't too flattering.
Okay, did they increase your head size too and like fuck with you that way?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be possible to increase my head size any larger than it already is.
I mean, I get where you're coming from. A lot of guys, and rightfully so, love their hair. I don't like when people tell people that are balding to like just go fully, like, just cut your hair. Who cares? You're a guy. Because a lot of guys, when they look at their hair, they get confidence. They like, I look good. I feel good. So, I did that
but the
mistake
problem is
before.
to hold on to it when it's clearly going, like, just looks like worse.
Oh yeah,
than
those are
anything.
bad. Like when your hairline is kissing the back of your neck, and you're still like, oh my god, I
Doing
look
the
good.
massive comb over, it's like it's time to let
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. Although that's a sad situation, but I don't think Train's there. Dan, you can keep talking about cars right now, okay? I promise I'll stay quiet.
Yo, Steve.
What?
Yo, did y'all add the embed yet for the other website?
Add the what?
The
Embed.
For what? Rumble or Kick?
Kick.
I think on Kick we're waiting for support for something called iframes.
Is that like in Smash Bros?
Yep.
No way.
But I don't know
What are you
if
embedding?
Kick might not like it. I think I've heard Train say something about they don't want embeds or something, so I'm not sure yet.
No, they don't care.
Oh.
I was just extremely passionate about gambling streamers artificially boosting their positions, especially the ones that aren't being transparent.
Yeah.
I had an issue with that.
You guys know that Fextra Life Twitch channel? They have like
Yeah, it's all embeds. I know.
yeah, that's crazy. That's absolutely it's like 10K though in viewers from embeds. That's
Based.
wild.
The crazy thing about Kick, it seems to be going so much better for small content creators than bigger ones. I mean, it's still doing great for big content creators, but I've seen so many smaller content creators that are specifically playing games and like just chatting that are doing so well.
So as much as I want to like sit here and like, obviously like we have plans to create that discover that ecosystem of like discoverability for small to mid-sized creators. But right now, I think a big part of it is, if I'm being like transparent and objective, is it just Kick isn't as saturated as Twitch, right? So the streamers the streamers who are starting early, right? They're gonna get that discoverability without any systems in place, right? They're gonna get it naturally just from, even though I don't think the trickle-down effect of large streamers getting right. I don't think it's that great, but it's enough where if there aren't enough streamers on the platform, then people will see massive upticks in view counts. So I think that's what's going on. But our goal is for when we do get large enough to continue that through the systems that we're kind of writing and the programs that we're creating. So our goal. So right now, I think having small to mid-sized creators benefit from this is a good thing, but I think that ultimate goal is how can they continue to grow when we do get big enough, right? That's the important part. So that's like what I'm tackling as far as different like programs, and I know it's a meme at this point, but systems in place that can ensure that continues when the site gets more popular. Does that make sense?
Yeah, kinda. I mean, I like the clip stuff. The TikTok clip sort of
yeah, it's gonna be great. Oh, I gotta show pictures.
I like that idea. I actually like that idea. I don't know, like maybe bigger content creators will benefit more from it though, since I'm assuming the algorithm will benefit.
Yeah, but
the ones with more likes and stuff, right?
I went over that earlier. Yeah, we're right now we're in the process of dual. Oh my god, we're in the process of figuring out how we can even the playing field for everybody. So instead of like just popular clips being like brigaded to the top, it's more of obviously like that audience manipulation or whatever you want to call it is always going to. Well, I guess I shouldn't call it manipulation because it's just going to be a passive effect. It might not necessarily be a negative thing or like intentional in that way. It could just be a passive effect through a larger audience. But we're trying to find a way to even out so like all quality clips will get pushed up. How we do that?
Judge quality. That's the question, right?
Yeah. So how we do that? So I guess quality would be like. So maybe quality is the wrong word, but what I mean is like, let's say there was a popular clip in a smaller community, right? So like, if their clip were to get the attention proportionally to that community size, right, that would get juiced up to this, right? So, I mean, the problem is this can be abused, right? So if you're a 2-viewer streamer and let's say all 2 of the viewers like it, that's going to be weighed more than like a 10,000 out of the 16,000 liking it. So that would be an easily abused system. So that can't work. But these are things we're like discovering and exploring to figure out how we can even out the scale to give small and mid-sized creators a benefit from that algorithm, and not just the large creators who are going to have passive audiences juicing their shit up to the top. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like everything you said makes sense, but at the end of the day, it feels like to me, because I don't know what the final solution would be, but the more you try to look out for smaller content creators, the more you're fucking over the bigger ones. That's what it comes down to.
There is like a common misconception in that, like, and I've been seeing people misunderstand. Like, I think using the term smaller creator is being I think the better term would be hardworking streamers. So streamers who are grinding, putting the work in, because it seems like all these small creators are coming in now. Like I'm seeing like I'm getting ads with like these motherfuckers have like 4 followers on Twitter, and they have no brand anywhere. Hey man, can I get verified in a sub button, man? Like I've been grinding for 2 days. Like what the fuck? 2 fucking days? Like put your head down and work for at least a year. Like the fuck between 2 days? Like it's crazy. As soon as you open that up and you say you're trying to take care of small and mid-sized creators, people's like entitlement. Like there is no like decency in the middle.
I don't know if it's the same as it used to be, but the worst people on Twitch used to be like Twitch streamers with like 10 to 50 concurrent viewers on Twitter. Do you remember those days? I don't know if those people are still popular anymore, but
that's what I talk about, bro. Like,
bro,
they bitch about it, Destiny, and then you go to their channel, they've streamed 1 time in 3 months.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Okay.
One time's pretty good though. You think like one time? What if it was like a really good one-time stream? You know what I mean?
True. If you got 50 viewers in like your first stream,
it's full screen.
You're killing it. But when you say small to mid-sized content creators train, right? What do you mean by that? What's a small content creator to you?
Well, let's change the hardworking.
Okay, it's hard work.
This is what Train wants to do. This is the difficulty of what you're trying to do. He's trying to create an algorithm that isn't just weighted by how popular you are, so that it's not like the rich get richer, right? It's trying to benefit people that don't have the same viewership as like a 4-figure member. So maybe somebody that gets like 150 concurrent viewers, but you can't just weight it by like percentage of viewers, because somebody with a much smaller viewer base might have a way more statistically engaged viewership. So somebody with like 15 concurrent viewers would get 100% viewer participation in a clip, and it would be upvoted to the top every single time. So they have to create like they've got to balance an algorithm out that favors disproportionately smaller streamers while still taking into account the fact that statistically speaking they're going to have a more engaged audience just because of the lower numbers, and that's a challenging thing to do. Yeah,
I understood that, but right now the more that I think about it, the more that I think like, is that really a problem? Like if you have somebody, isn't the point of creating this clip system to get the smaller guys into a position where they no longer can benefit from it? So if you're a smaller content creator and you get 10 to 15 viewers and you have 14 of them like your clips, and now your clip is at the top and you go to 100 viewer, and then your advantages decrease as you go up in viewership. Isn't that
but the problem is on their system they probably don't want to create something. They want to have funny clips. Clips shouldn't just be like socialism for small streamers where it's like, oh yeah, like if you're a small streamer, like this is how you come up. You want to have it so that like clips are funny, right?
Okay, but if we go off of what he said, right? What Train said, the hard-working streamer, right? Shouldn't it also weigh in the algorithm? Should it also weigh in the amount of clips uploaded by the streamer?
No,
So, like, if
so for that, there's going to be a limit on how many you can upload into that algorithm-like system, or into that TikTok-like system per week. So obviously, right,
Wait,
if it was
why?
unlimited, because that's where like logistics come in. What are we going to have? Each streamer uploading 10,000 clips every
but you just
fucking
said
week?
but you just said hard worker. Like the way that you, like, how could you quantify hard work then if it's not by the amount of clips that they post? That shows hard work.
Quality
What
over
other way can you
quantity.
show hard
Wait,
work in?
what? So hardworking means clips posted? So you're telling me
No,
if I
but-
stream on Twitch and you grab clips from my channel, like if I stream for 6 hours, you can grab arguably an infinite amount of clips, right? Like how is that representative of hardworking?
Okay, the problem is Destiny just said quality over content. But when it comes to quality, the way that you could gauge quality is by the amount of people that liked it. But what you're saying is I can't go off of by the amount of people that liked it, because big streamers will just have a lot of people like their stuff, and then the system skills.
Listen,
Small
just
streamers
listen.
can benefit.
Listen. Do you believe, okay, if someone put a clip of you in front of everyone's eyes, that like, let's say if someone could put a clip of you evenly, you know what, fuck it, let's use Reddit. Someone put a clip of you on the top of Reddit. Do you believe that clip would hit? Everyone would find that funny, would love it, and like it, right? So the issue is, how can you get everybody a close to equal like representation to have the chance to be viewed by everybody, right? So it's about giving everyone the chance of that exposure, and then the people can determine the quality, right? So that's what all these algorithms are, right? On TikTok, when something hits, right, it injects itself in some sort of system, something just takes fire. So it's about giving everyone the opportunity of that, right? We're not gonna like, right, you can't force that quality. So it's about giving everyone the equal exposure to the opportunity of getting exposure.
The problem with that is you're talking about the TikTok algorithm, which benefits off of people's engagement, such as their comments and their likes. And you also recognize that if you were to do that with your algorithm that you want to implement for your clips on Kick, then it would just favor the big streamers, because once they post their clips, their community is going to like it, it's going to engage with it, and they'll still maintain the top spot.
We
right?
just explained that.
No, I know, but what I'm trying to tell you is, if not by that metric, which is likes and comments, you can't measure quality that way. You guys are saying it's all about quality, it's not about quantity. How do you measure quality? If it's not by likes and comments, how could you measure quality?
I guess we're gonna have to figure that out, aren't we?
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I get that's why I thought of, hey, maybe it depends on the amount of clips that the person posts, and if they post 10 clips, then maybe you put one of their clips out there and see if people, engage with it and like with it, or
That's
like
the
fuck with it
exact
or not.
same thing we're saying, right? Giving people the chance of that exposure, right?
But you said we want to make it limited, the amount of clips that you could upload. That's what you said.
Brother, I need you to think about this. What's like? I'm so confused by your logic. So you're
Tell me
telling
what
me,
you're confused by. Go.
Destiny, do you understand like the?
I understand what you're saying. I don't know what he's like on some weird like limit.
Yeah, I'm
the clips
confused,
thing,
like, it
but-
sounds really logical what
what
he's
the
saying.
fuck? What the fuck is insane about what I'm trying to say? You guys are trying to say, hey, it's all about quality. I'm like, great. If you don't want to measure it by the amount of clips uploaded, if you don't want to measure it by
Brother,
the
the
likes
amount
and
of
the
clips
comments,
uploaded. Like, do you understand? Like, like my brain hurts.
No, I get why you
by
think
the
it's
amount
not
of
because
clips
people could
uploaded.
just. But
Do you understand
don't have
it?
any alternative? You know that, right? You
What
said
do you mean?
just have to figure
so
it
you're
out.
telling me it should be based off of everyone's moderators clipping constantly and uploading into the system. That would saturate the system to the point of zero exposure for anybody, and that would favor the large creator at that point.
No.
That system
no.
you're talking to only favors large creators. Only.
Okay, wait.
Think about it.
No, it's okay.
If every streamer on the
I get where
platform
you're coming
uploaded
from.
10,000 clips a week, who do you think is going to get the exposure there?
I get where you're coming from. It depends on the amount of people that you have watching you, and the more people you have watching you and clipping you, it still goes back to the big streamer. That's a fair criticism from you. But
Yeah, so we're trying
you
we're trying to tackle how can we give everyone an equal chance of that exposure, right? So that's what we're trying to figure out in the coding and the algorithm part
Okay, do you have
of the formula.
Okay, great.
You understand?
Okay, great. Now we're coming back to square one. Steve, okay, dickheads. I'm trying to come up with something, okay, assholes?
Okay, good.
They
Well,
have
let's
a
keep
whole
going.
team working on this. Why are you trying to work for them for free? Let their fucking people figure it out.
you. Listen, you're a trillionaire. What the fuck? I'm doing slave labor. But listen, Steve, you're fucking laughing. How about you come up with a suggestion?
It's not my fucking job. I don't work for them. I'm not gonna sit here and fucking brainstorm.
When you can't figure shit out, dude, it was a fun exercise.
Oh,
but I'm just trying to say, like, I've never
listen,
I've never in my life. Listen, if you figured this out, congratulations. Because last time I checked, the vast majority of algorithms on social media operate off of comments, likes, shares, all that sort of stuff.
They operate off of all sorts of stuff. I'm pretty sure on
different.
YouTube, August would know, but I think on YouTube, I think that what they measure now the most is like time spent on site. Like they want you to click something and keep clicking through and engage more with like certain types of content that keeps you like actively engaging with the platform.
Yeah, but God forbid your clips are limited, so you know a guy clicks on your shit and they won't have much to go through. So that in itself is cucking the content creator in a way, but
wow.
You know, that's just my suggestion. Like if you guys can figure it out, congratulations.
Thank
I
you.
hope you do. Don't say thank you, dipshit. You're not working for him, remember?
Oh, that's
You
weird
don't
because
do
it seemed
free
like you were
labor?
trying to have me do free labor for the past like hour for him. So my bad. I got
Okay,
confused.
come on. Okay, could you please
Hi,
come
full
up
screen.
with something? Could you please come up with something, Steve?
I already gave a suggestion, but I'm saying it's hard. I don't know how to.
What is
solve
the
that.
suggestion you gave? I didn't hear it. Say it again.
That you would have to wait using a combination of like the concurrent viewership of the person and the active engagement that person's fans have with the clips and everything, right? But I don't know how you would wait.
But Train immediately said that that's a bad idea because.
What are you trying to do right now?
Hey,
Trying to
I'm
figure
full
out
screen.
the clip system.
Steven,
yeah,
what are you trying
Train
to figure out?
Train is talking about on Kick. They want to have some kind of organic way to promote clips on the site so that people get more exposure, but they can't do it based on raw number of views because that would only favor the most popular streamers. But they can't do it as a percentage of the fan base engaging with it because that would obviously disproportionately favor smaller streamers because they can get a more engaged fan base. So how do you get these clips to go viral or whatever and like benefit all the streamers? But it's like such a minor thing in the grand scheme of things. I don't know why this quantity.
Honestly, you
hold
should
on.
just
Wait, 100,000 followers. Thank you guys.
It's based on what I did back in the day. Is you took the size of the community and the expected growth from that, and then you work that into a factor for doing it. So like a really large streamer might get 10,000 whatever likes on their content, and a small streamer might get 100. But you take that expected value and you work it off of that. So if a small streamer, instead of getting 100, gets 400, you look at that more seriously, just like if a large streamer would normally get 10,000, they get 40,000. So essentially that's how you would do it with that front.
Yeah, but
I mean,
we
that's
just
how
went over that though. It helps the smaller content creators a lot more because if you have 10 viewers or if you have 15 viewers and 10 of your people engage with it, it will help you a lot more than if somebody has 1,000 viewers and let's say
It's very
78
easy.
to 100 engage with it.
It's very easy to make these systems if you've been there and you've done it. It's not complicated. You have
Ooh, Lil
small
Bro.
exclusion stuff.
Okay, Kick Steam is getting shat on. That's not my business.
He just little bro the
But yeah.
fuck out of you. Are you gonna take that?
He
Qorantos?
little bro the fuck out of me. He
little
little
bro'd
bro
you.
the fuck out of Kick Steam.
No, he's little broing
Listen,
you.
They're a new,
not-
yeah. First off, they're a
trying to
new
fucking
company,
nice.
so there's a lot to figure out there.
See,
Like,
he just low
it's
broed you
not easy.
again.
Okay, at the end of the day, my suggestion was the best. Fuck you guys. What I said is bite the fucking bullet and just allow the smaller content creators to grow. And once they get to a certain size, they can benefit off of this.
I think what they should do is I think the smaller content creators, if anybody makes fun of their content, they should go online and then threaten to kill those people. Kind of like how the Muslims do it. That's why you guys have the fastest growing religion, right? Isn't that what you said you're supposed to
Hey,
do?
that's why we have Kick and Bumble, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
But dipshit, listen.
Yeah.
Wait,
You keep
Bumble?
trying to bait me as an. You keep trying to, huh?
Did you say Bumble?
No, I said Rumble. I mean, same thing at this point, right? But listen, Steven, dipshit, stop saying that I fucking want you dead. I don't, okay? If I did, I wouldn't be in a call with you. I said, like, if somebody
be
trash
drafting
talks,
your
they deserve to get
follow-up.
whooped.
Yeah,
right?
okay, true.
Listen, I'd be planning
get
streets and stuff.
whooped, eh?
I'd be watching your clips to learn how you did it with that other DDoS kid. That's it.
Base.
That's what I do.
Wait, do you know Mr. Girl? Do you follow his saga?
Is it
I've heard
Saga
of
or
it,
Saga?
Just because of all the people.
Saga? I don't
It's
know.
Saga.
It's Saga. Trust me, it's Saga.
Shut the fuck up.
No, it's Saga.
I've heard of him from like I know him as much as I know the Lavloon chick. Basically, I just know he likes kids, kinda. It's a
Okay.
bit weird.
Just curious.
Now, but you love him. I already brought him up to you, right? You love him. You platformed him because you thought he was cool and he had, takes that were out there. You love those sort of people, I guess.
True. That's why you're
You
here.
are a viewer, bro. You know all the lore.
Listen, Zerka tried
Bro,
to say the same
tell
thing.
me
I
this.
just watch
Where's
YouTube
Kyle?
videos.
That's all I want. Do you know where Kyle went, Qorantos?
I don't know who Kyle is, but
Yeah,
let
you
me-
might know.
Yeah,
No.
dude.
Okay, Dan, can I tell you something? The only reason I know as little as I know about like Zerka or Destiny is because I watch YouTube. That's it. Like I just watched like 2 Scuff podcasts and like a couple of Destiny debates, and that's it. Like you guys talk a lot, you know that, right?
Yeah.
You got
okay.
And it's easy to remember the shit that you guys say. Is that it?
Because we're
it's not
authority
that-
figures.
No, it's because you talk too much. You know, eventually when somebody speaks so much, you know, you remember a couple of things, you know.
How
All right,
are
say your
streaming
final
all this?
thoughts because I gotta leave pretty soon.
No, I was having fun.
Well,
Train, do you own part of Kick? Like, what's the deal there?
I haven't accepted anything yet, but when I do, I'll let you know.
All right, man.
Because you're an authority figure, Dan. He'll let you know.
I am an authority figure. I built one of the largest streaming sites in the fucking world. I was the second
Damn.
biggest site compared to fucking Skype
Bro,
at the time.
I
Damn.
cannot
wait,
believe
wait.
you're one of the owners of Tiny Chat.
one
Yeah.
of the owners.
The founder,
Wait,
CEO. I was there
Ego,
when no one...
Andy, relax. Take the fucking
Wait.
compliment.
So how much money? So you got money when you So you got money when it was sold?
Yeah.
How much money did you sell it for? Like $1 billion?
Fuck no.
This
I
was
wish it
way
was $1
back
billion.
before anything on the
This-
internet was worth $1
this is
billion.
100 It's 150 years ago, man. No, I don't want to say how much, but it's
Don't
not.
tell me you got ripped off. Did you get ripped off?
You know, it was good for where the company was at the end. Right there, it was going through interesting times. It was very expensive. It's not like now. Well, even now, it's.
You actually
You're the-
built? You're the owner of Tiny Chat?
I created it. I was the founder and CEO of Tiny Chat.
That's wild, bro. I was literally That's wild. That's
Yeah, and
actually.
you're talking about. It's funny because I watch you talk about like the struggles that you go through with shit like Kick, and it's like, you know, granted it was different back then, but we had like 100,000 concurrent viewers, but it was like much more spread out. And having to deal with that shit was like fucking crazy right back then because the technology was nowhere. I mean, you know how it was like streaming back in the day. It's totally different world. So, yeah.
Okay. All right. I love you guys. I gotta read a thing and then
What the fuck do you mean you have to go? Where do you have to go?
my gym closed at 11.
It's our fucking reunion, and you're going
Well,
to the
come
fucking
earlier
gym?
before fucking 7 o'clock at night. Okay. Wake up
Jesus
or stay awake.
fucking
Damn.
Christ, bro. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yep.
Leaving to run on a treadmill, by the way. Let me just say.
For
That.
Who the
yeah.
fuck else can we get into a fucking call and talk? Dan, you have any ideas?
No. I don't. But yeah.
Wait, Dan, I got a question for you. Did you sell Tiny Chat for less than Train Gambles in one stream?
All right. Here, Ayla wants me to link the server if you want to read it. Can we not read the article? No, we don't have to. We'll just do it tomorrow and I'll leave. Have fun. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.